All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandon over here. Brandon Grizzly. What's going on, guys?
Man, just so you guys know, Tank is not feeling well. I'm telling
Yeah.
off the bat right away. He is still soldiering through, which is hilarious. But I appreciate you, but man, he is pushing it through, guys. So
yeah, major respect.
This morning, I woke up and I tried to talk, and just nothing came out. It was just oh man! And finally, I coughed like Gollum, and then I was talking weird for like a good 30 minutes, trying to tell my kid I'll get the milk. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
But been one of those days. Luckily, I don't work tomorrow. I took the day off,
but
I took the day off so I could do stuff around the house. I got to change my brakes. I'm gonna go pick up a couch.
You have to be careful being outside tomorrow, man. Too. Well, even though it's gonna be the warmest day of the freaking,
at 40
degrees. It's gonna be the warmest day of the year. I was gonna say, should I say year? But yeah.
But I do it inside. I have a garage, but
yeah, I didn't even really stop to get a good look at the forecast. I just assume that it's going to be consistently freezing cold. But
no, tomorrow's gonna be beautiful, and then we get the huge freezer put on us, and we'll be highs of -4 and stuff like that.
Yeah,
wind chill, awful.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not going anywhere that day.
It's like 4 days.
Yeah.
Here we
Tomorrow's
go.
gonna be nice in the 40s, but I think they said it's gonna snow, and then it's gonna get cold.
No, so apparently it's gonna be so warm that it's going to rain.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. I did hear something about rain, which I'm not even mad at. I don't mind rain.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, but I heard it also is gonna be really bad, especially for us, in the Midwest. All through February, it's gonna be bad. 1 or 2 nice days, but then it's just single digit, below zero wind chill, kind of the rest of the month into next month. So yeah, it's gonna suck.
I believe it.
I am literally right now putting the final touches on our watch party for tomorrow. So tomorrow we will have the Silo season finale watch party. You guys could definitely join us, have a whole lot of fun just watching this stuff, and talking about all the things that we normally talk about on Saturday. We'll still do it on Saturday, but we'll just do less of a show so we can enjoy this part, and then we could talk about Severance right away. But the watch party is going to be a lot of fun. I'm posting it as we speak. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I can't wait. There's I always forget it comes out on Thursdays because I usually watch it on Fridays because we do a show today. And in a lot of the groups, people are like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I know.
I was like,
"No, I don't want to see it." Guys.
They're really good. I give props to pretty much every Silo Facebook group I'm in. They're really good with spoilers. They don't really get into spoilers, and if they do, they make sure they have the warning, and then they skip it so you don't accidentally read or anything. So I'll give definitely a shout out to those guys because they're pretty good with when it comes to that stuff like that. So and I'm excited.
I finished the book.
Nice. Erica just bought the second one, so she just started the second one today. Shift. She just started it today.
Race is on. Let's go.
Yeah.
No, but I really
long books, man.
I really enjoyed the book, the ending of the book. I really did. It's different than the TV show, and the TV show it's taking liberties that I'm enjoying a whole lot, but the ending of the book was really good. So I'm hoping the ending of this season is going to be excellent.
Yeah. From what I'm hearing it's crazy, which usually means it's good. So, but it sounds like people are liking it so far. But yeah.
All right, so the watch party tomorrow, we'll do it at 9 p.m. since Tank is actually off the day. Hopefully it'll be working okay at 9 p.m.
That should, Try to put the kids to bed early.
Yeah, I have a website that we'll all go on to, and then you will all be able to watch at the exact same time. We'll know exactly what we're talking about, so it'll be a whole lot of fun doing that.
Yeah. So even if you don't have Apple or anything, you just click on that site. You can watch the episode with us, and then hang out and chat here on YouTube, and that's a lot of fun.
So
yeah,
no worries.
Oh sweet. Yeah, it's really cool, man. We were always looking for something like that, and then Anzo, Big Fort Entertainment, he's the one that did it for the From stuff, and I'm like, man, this is perfect. This is exactly like to get everyone together and watch the same thing, so you don't have weird time, like differences.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, no, we'll know exactly what we're talking about because we'll be able to watch it together right on time. So
yeah,
I love that.
But yeah, let's go through some of the comments. Everyone in chat. We got Ty in here. What's up? Appreciate Ty coming in. Make sure you follow Ty over on X on Twitter. X. He does a lot of the Twitter space stuff, the X space stuff, and talks a lot about Marvel. So definitely a lot of fun, a lot of good time. Sheed, what's up, Sheed?
What up, Sheed? Man, glad you're in here.
Ace, looks like I'm early. Good evening, guys. Yeah, you guys were all early. It was my fault. We were late.
I was like, early or were we late? I don't know.
Yeah, both. And of course, we got Mama Bear Doll. Appreciate. I never say Mama Bear Doll. It's always Mama Bear.
But it's because she's Mama Bear. That's it.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, appreciate you, Mama Bear. Collector Movie Man saying what's up. Everyone in chat.
I'm getting more and more used to the S. I'm excited. I really am.
I am too.
Yeah, the S is growing on me. But just the overall tone. Well, I've talked about that multiple times, but it's growing on me.
Yeah.
For the suit and even the raised collar, because I was never really a fan of that in the comics, but it's growing on me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced it's going to be great, but I am convinced I'm going to give it all the chances I can.
Yeah,
it's not going to be me that says, "Oh, this is awful," and just throw it to the side. I'm going to give it as much as I can.
Yeah. I still hope they kind of change up the S a little bit. We'll see. I don't. It's not that I don't hate it. It's just I don't know. I want more of the traditional S.
I understand.
But I'm digging it. It does do the My Adventures of Superman. Like I feel like it's kind of very similar to that, which is obviously the Kingdom Come as well. But also, if you haven't watched that Superman, that is such a great show.
My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah, My Adventures the animated one.
Yeah.
I just got caught up and finished season 2, and I think that's the last. I don't think there's a season 3 yet, but it's so good. What else we got in chat? Miss Honey.
Hey,
what is up? Hey guys in chat. Getting some hands with the red heart. Ace. Kevin Davis, what's up? People going to show up and support Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus. Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you guys saw our trailer reaction already. Dude, what the man? I almost want to watch it again. I almost just throw it up there and talk about it again.
It's so good. I'm a little annoyed with YouTube. So our video got claimed. Just a little bit BTS. Our video got claimed. It didn't even get claimed by Marvel. It didn't get claimed by Disney. It got claimed by a local news station in Indiana.
Yeah.
What? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Oh.
And then you have to be able to test it and just say, this is stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah, I shouldn't even do that because I have because you can
the whole letter in PDF.
Yeah. I have one that's nicely written, has some keywords in there and stuff like that. I'd be like, you don't even own it. And I guess a few editor of the movie tubers said the same thing. That they're like, oh yeah, mine got claimed by the same exact company. I was like, that's bullshit. That just means somebody's there clicking like, claim. I was like, yeah. So that's a little aggravating with the backside of everything, but the trailer was so good, man.
It's amazing.
I think we should watch it again, and we could I'll just take it out. We'll just
I'm definitely game for that.
Yeah,
you know, we'll just trim it out. As soon as we're done, I'll go back and I'll trim the Daredevil out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're gonna release it because they don't own it. You know, I was like, no, you're fucking. And on top of that, you're a news station. I was like, all you do is put clips of other stuff. What are you talking about? But yeah, we'll watch it again because it is good. I think so. Looks good.
Thank you for finding the time.
What?
I already got it up. So
I know it's getting shit on me. I'm like, who's that talking? I don't care about the cold, just no damn snow. Yeah, it's the same. If it's snowy, then it needs to be comfortable out. But I much prefer just cold and no snow. Just because then you got a shovel and then the snow turns into ice and you bust your shit like I did.
I'd rather have snow than have rain. That's my problem is rain.
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite because I actually like rain. So
no, I mean like now. So because what happens when it rains, it turns to ice.
Oh, everything turns to ice.
So while I'm driving, you're literally ice skating.
Yeah,
I'm not Canadian, guys. I'm not. I wasn't born knowing how to ice skate. No, I took a class in college. That was definitely a fun class, but yeah, I am not that guy that could just ice skate.
Have you guys ever like drive and hit a patch of black ice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I did it on the our 290. 290 is one of our expressways. It was luckily I didn't hit anybody and nothing. I just went into the ditch. Bro, that was the scariest shit because you just drive it and then whoop, and then there you go. You just no warning, no nothing. It's just like you're just sideways. I was like, jeez.
I was in my old Avalon and I was driving down the street, one lane street, and I hit a patch of black ice and I literally slid sideways and then into a middle of a field.
Oh man.
Like I was like, there's no way me stop. It was nothing I could do.
There's nothing you could do.
Turn into the curb as it's coming up. That's
wow. Pretty much. Yeah. And then the first thing I was lucky I was in my Trailblazer at the time, which is just a beast of a car. I love that car. I went down the ditch, the engine stalled, and I'm like, please turn on, because everyone else is hitting that same patch. And I'm like, it's only a matter of time that I get hit.
Come right behind you.
So I, it turned on, and for whatever reason, I didn't have my 4x4 on, because it has that option. I was just in the rear. I don't know why. So turned that on and fucking just canyon narrowed it out of there and kept going. But yeah, that sucks, man.
Brandman lives in the middle of the city, so he doesn't have to worry about driving. This guy.
Yeah. Oh, but you gotta worry about all that damn the ice falling off of the the buildings, man. That shit
That's true. Yeah.
That is dangerous. Fucking but almost kills people too. That is nasty. That shit comes flying down.
I'm like right on the lake. That lake effect weather just does not help matters.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. Let's see, Miss Honey's ready for that silo.
Yes.
Yeah, gonna be
Dude,
great.
I cannot wait to watch it with you guys. I'm going to be so excited. And did you guys see the NBA game when they had the silo character there on the suit? That was great.
That was awesome. That was some good marketing, I think. Like I said, it's gonna be 30 in Michigan, and that's the high. I'll take 30 right now.
Absolutely.
Take 30 right now.
That's great. That's great weather, man. What you talking about?
Actually,
I also haven't seen
30
in forever. I also hasn't seen 30 in forever, right?
Yeah, right.
It's like 30.
That's like
I'm about springtime.
goes out in his shorts. It's sunscreen ready.
He's like, it's negative. He's gonna say it's -12 right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the weather right now. It's 32 right now, so it's not too bad. But I'm not shocked or surprised that Star Wars Skeleton Crew had low viewership. They played safe, pretty good storytelling. And noticed there were no negative clickbait articles. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it.
That's the problem. No one watched it.
No one watched it, and there's a lot of debates going around that if the acolyte kind of messed up this, because now and I'm worried about the movies, because like if people are done with Star Wars because you give us shit like the acolyte and you give us crap, it's like it doesn't matter if it's good or not, because like I enjoyed the Skeleton Crew, but it didn't do anything to anything. It just was a thing, it was fun.
very much in its own corner.
Yeah,
Which is its own corner, but it did nothing to any
Yeah.
world building, Star Wars lore, nothing.
It did nothing. Yeah.
It was just a story that just
A
happened to be
full
set
on
in the universe in the Star Wars
just
universe.
a full standalone,
Mhm.
but I think people are just over Star Wars, especially after the acolyte, I think so.
But what happens when you do that? What do you need to do next? You do what they're doing with Ahsoka season 2.
Giving us
Ahsoka season 2, they're supposed to be bringing up. So Hayden Christensen is signed, right? They're bringing back Obi-Wan Kenobi. So Ewan McGregor is going to be there.
I was just reading about that earlier today.
They're bringing young Ahsoka back in, so they're going. They're bringing back everything that people have been saying they want. They're going to do all of it in this one thing. They're going to try to hit all the right buttons on Ahsoka season 2. I think it's Filoni doing it, trying to get everyone ready for the movies. And if you do it right, I don't know. Maybe they could get a little leeway. Maybe they could get a little, traction, and then it kind of leads into the movies. But I'm so ready for Hayden Christensen to be Anakin again. And the way that they did it in Ahsoka, that episode 5 of Ahsoka was the best episode, period. Was just with him. So now we're gonna have a whole season with him being there. And if you can figure out, this whole Obi-Wan stuff, and you do it the right way, it could be okay, man.
Yeah. Well, it kind of needs. We're at a point where something needs to save Star Wars. Like that's where we're at. Like Marvel, bad streaks, but it was never like at a point where like people are done with it. Like people are done with Star Wars. Like, and it's wild.
Reason. They give them a lot. You still understand the biggest movie opening was The Force Awakens. Domestically, it blew everything away. People were starving for it, and then all the crap that came after that. I mean, I don't blame anyone. I don't. And then all the TV shows that we've been getting, and how they just not taking time to write stuff correctly. Yeah, they're trying to take the Marvel way of doing things.
Stuff out. Yeah,
but what's the most important thing about Star Wars? The lore. It has to feel like Star Wars and it has to sound like Star Wars. And if the story doesn't make sense, then no one's going. And people care about so much that no one's going to watch it.
Yeah. And then
be right back, guys.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
It, like you said, it needs to be like feel like Star Wars. And it needs to like sound and stuff like that. Like for me, like Star Wars, obviously the space stuff and all that cool stuff, but also it's like it's at its core. It's for me, it's like characters fighting against this big evil thing. So it's like it's always hopeful. It's always like hope. You know what I mean? And
what's the first movie named?
Yeah. the oh my god,
New Hope.
New Hope. I was trying to bring fart. But I mean that's what it was, and that's why I think the sequel sucked, because you lost that hope, especially from the main characters, from Luke and Leia, so
but and that's why they had it the right way, and they just ruined it. They ruined it.
Yeah. That's why I kind of like Skeleton Crew, because it was very hopeful, but it was also very kiddie. So I get it turned off a lot of people too, but and it didn't add anything to it, which is fine when you're at a high level where you can do around and play around with stuff like that.
Exactly.
But when you're this low and people are craving for anything good, it's like cool. It's a fine show, but it's not satisfying anybody. It's not satisfying anybody.
What reason do I have to watch it?
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything else that I care about. So
yeah. And I think that's the problem. It's like Yeah. And like I said, you can only do that where you're like, there doesn't need to be a reason. It's just a fun story in the galaxy when you're high, when people are like loving it and they're like, everything's good. But not
AKA,
right now.
what if season 1 when you're coming off
Yeah,
of Endgame
yeah.
and
What if season one
Infinity
was great?
War? That makes perfect sense. You could do a
Yeah.
thing that has nothing to do with anything, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're gonna get into Skeleton Crew with the finale. Yeah, I said ASAP. I think because it was a kid show, not many people watched it. Yeah, that could be part of it too. There's a few reasons, but Marvel Studios is no win situation right now when black characters in MCU. Yeah, we actually have a video where we kind of talked about it in our last stream, and we were kind of bouncing around, so I had to clip 2 hours and kind of get that conversation down to like 12 minutes.
What
but
you
yeah.
blaming me?
No, that actually wasn't. It was not this time. It was just
Not this time.
it was more of the flow of the conversation, like things would pop up and stuff like that. But yeah, we were talking a lot about that. So it's
difficult.
Problem MCU has.
But you have to do it the right way. I mean, if I could turn my camera to my wall, this has nothing to do with anything that they're doing now. I have T'Challa, I have the original Jungle Action Black Panther, and I have Storm. If you want to know how to fix black characters, use T'Challa as Black Panther, Storm. That will fix a lot of it, right? It'll give people hope again. And then you can go from there.
Yeah.
Stop trying to throw race bending and stop trying to throw, stupid character Wonder Man. Don't do that. Don't do that. We have great characters. Give me that.
Yeah, I agree.
It seems like they do it just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
It literally feels like a check in a box.
Yeah.
And for me, it just like proves like Chill brings up that little checklist that Marvel or that Disney in general has, and it was like Marvel is just going right by it. And I was like stop. Just
I don't know if it's real.
I don't know if it's real either.
Perfect sense.
Yeah.
Every single time I'm like looking at it, like, well, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Supposedly it is, but I mean it's generic enough where it could be fake or real. You know what I mean? So it's hard to tell.
And when you're in board meetings, I'm in board meetings talking about my restaurant and stuff like that, or even the company as a whole. I'm about to go to a reunion. They don't let that stuff go out.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh yeah. But Disney leakers
are excellent at
yeah,
this.
Yeah, they're wild. See, Mama Bear said the S will never grow on me. I get it. That's why I kind of hope they change it more. I want more of the traditional one. The Kingdom Come stuff is cool. It's more of a symbol. That's what I always get. It's more of a symbol. So it could be the actual symbol of his family, and then later on he changes it more to an actual S. Yeah. So, Kevin, I think they're going to give Sam super soldier serum, make him equal as strong as the original Cap, and give him more to do. I think it will be okay. I don't think they're going to give him.
100% don't think so. I'll show these guys offline. So I have a lot of these comic books. This is the Sam Wilson, the idea between him, Steve Rogers, and all that stuff. So from reading the comic books a lot, and even basing on the Isaiah Bradley stuff, I don't think he ever will take the super serum, especially because of what it means, where it came from. I don't think he'll ever do that. Yeah. I think he'll use technology. He'll use Wakandian technology. He'll do whatever he could to not have to take the super serum. But he's not going to be Captain America long. I promise you guys, it's going to happen. Bucky is going to end up being their Captain America. Yeah. Sam Wilson will be Sam Wilson. He'll be another type of nomad, but he will be a great character and a great leader. And they will recognize him as a leader, like the superheroes, but America won't. I think that's where we're going in the storyline.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But but trust that Bucky's going to be their Captain America. They're going to be called the Avengers. That's going to be their name by the end of the movie.
And we get like another. Yeah.
Not the new Avengers or anything. They'll call them the Avengers because they'll be working for America.
Mm.
You know, and that it's going to happen.
Mm. I still see them being called like the new Avengers.
But they're not going to call them the new Avengers. They're going to call them, these are your Avengers. Everyone's going to be like, what the fuck?
See, I can see them like, these are your new Avengers. You know what I mean? Just because, like, I don't know. I mean, because the new Avengers was an actual, comic run too.
But they didn't call them new Avengers. They called them Avengers in the comic book run. Every comic was called New Avengers, right?
Yeah.
But when they talked about them, they were just called the Avengers.
I don't remember because I got to go back and look because I know that was a time when they were going balls to the wall with that stuff because there was the Avengers team, there was the New Avengers, there's the Secret Avengers, and then there was I think that was it.
Dark Avengers.
But that was already past the Dark Avengers.
Okay.
Because that was when the Dark Avengers were doing their thing, and then they got caught because they're all villains. And then
West Coast was earlier.
West Coast.
Yeah.
No, they brought back West Coast with Luke Cage and Jessica Jones were kind of in charge of that for a while. At least because they had a run of all these Avenger titles at once, and I remember trying to read it. Young Avengers was going on too. This was all at the same time. It was like I want to say like 2008-ish, around there.
7, 8, 9. It was like right when I was about to graduate from college.
Yeah. So it was just so many. I was like, I'm confused because there's just so many Avengers, and then somehow Wolverine was like part of every single team, which made no sense. I was like, of course he is. Yeah. Plus he's an X-Men. Yeah.
And he's going to be apparently Wolverine and Deadpool are going to be in all these new movies coming out anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna speed run through some of these. Also Supergirl start filming in April. Supergirl started filming yesterday.
It started filming this week.
Yeah. So it's officially in production.
Like the 15th of January it started.
Yeah. So which is awesome. Pretty cool. Arco that today we're gonna start filming. Yeah. And then she's like, "Yeah, let's watch it."
I got it up.
And Mama said, "What was that?" That was the trailer. I remember because I was the same way. I was like, "Who's talking?"
I was so close to the microphone. I was like listening to it, like, "Oh man, this is great."
Yeah. He goes, "I almost died messing with black ice, and I don't mean the air freshener."
Yeah, that black ice is no joke.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks. And there we go. Here's Big Four Entertainment. Anzo, what's up? Appreciate coming in. And also we got Tony in the house.
Tony. Yeah.
Appreciate Tony coming in.
Dude, Tony, I don't know. You know, man. My hair is getting ridiculous now, man. I don't know. I might be able to do something with this. I'm telling you, when I cut it all off, I'm gonna shock the world. I'm not gonna tell anyone when it happens. I'm gonna cut it all off and I'm gonna like donate it to somebody.
Yeah. Well, that'd be cool.
I have a lot of hair. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Almost as much as Brandman used to have. Like
we still gotta see that picture.
I gotta cut mine. Like I've let mine grow for like a month. It's getting kind of curly. My hair is like naturally like curly and shaggy, so it kind of gets like that. So I think Saturday I'm gonna go get a haircut, go buzz it.
So when I do grow it out, I'm gonna grow it all out to like a fro, and then I'll cut it as a fro, and then I'll get back down to me having waves again. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe when I stop, it won't be waves anymore. Maybe I won't have the hair. I'll have to grow it back because I don't have enough hair anymore. I don't know.
Be bald for a little bit.
A little bit. I'm 40.
Let's see real quick. Scout Superman was okay. Didn't feel like Star Wars. Yeah, I'm gonna start that. We'll get back to that when we get into
season 2. Is man, that's a huge one, man. That's huge.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Like season 2 with Ahsoka. I think everyone's breaking point is right now. You know, a lot of it was Acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, and I know we'll talk more about Skeleton Crew when we get there, but just to branch off what we said a couple minutes ago about it, it was it didn't really feel like Star Wars in the conventional sense. It just happened to be set in that universe. It really could have been anything, if we're being honest. It could have been, some run-of-the-mill sci-fi story. It could have been, didn't even really need the Star Wars name slapped on it.
The movie that we watched, Holes or whatever it was,
Craters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been Craters. Craters
too. What was really the connective tissue to start? We had a lightsaber and Old Republic, and they name dropped Jedi a little bit, but really you could have done away with that, and it could have been its own animal.
Yeah,
didn't even really need the Star Wars label. Not to detract from it, I enjoyed it enough.
I agree with you guys. So I'm more of a detractor, but I agree. I agree with what you're saying.
But I really hope Ahsoka season 2 steps
it
up.
Freaking amazing.
It sounds amazing.
Paper.
It sounds like it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
They just gotta follow through on it. I thought the first season was fine.
They need to go full nerd.
They could have.
They need to go full nerd. They need to have great lightsaber battles. They need to have this idea of what a Jedi is, an idea of what gray Jedi is, and understand how awesome Anakin really was. The chosen one needs to be front and center. We need Luke. We need all those things. That's the only way this is going to work.
Yeah. Go all in. I think they haven't really, very seldom with these shows have they gone all in and really realized the full potential, with the exception of I think seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian really reigned supreme for me in terms of the Star Wars shows. I think Obi-Wan, I thought there was a lot of in Obi-Wan that I enjoyed. I'm a little biased just because I like Obi-Wan as a character, so that was something I was kind of waiting on. Ahsoka was decent enough. It was enough, I guess, but there's a lot more that they could have done. Less said about the Acolyte, the better. Andor upon my rewatch, did more for me the second watch.
I would never give him that much time in my life again.
Yeah. Sometimes I got nothing but time, you know me.
Good. Okay. I actually don't. I think Obi-Wan is one of my favorite characters. I think it did a terrible job. I enjoy Obi-Wan. I think because you're a fan, I'm a fan of him. I let a lot of things slide, but as I step back, I'm like, "What the hell? Why are we doing this? Why would this be the storyline that we went with?" When I step back, I see it that way. When I was in it, I had no problem with Princess Leia. I know she didn't remember him, but it doesn't matter. I had no problem in the middle of it, but as I step back, I was like, "This is kind of stupid."
Yeah. Mama said, "Oh, careful saying gray Jedi," because it's like one of those unofficial kind of things.
I don't care. Anso could come. I mean, not Anso. Chill could come over here and be mad all the time. I don't think Anso don't get me mad that much, but Chill would be, "How dare you?"
Yeah, I mean, the gray Jedi thing was really explored in the Ahsoka book. And I thought that was such a good book.
Especially with her. It just makes sense.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see how that comes. Kyle, I saw this. Kyle said, "Calm down, right wingers. Falcon will be one-term Captain America." Yeah.
It's so sad though. But that's how honestly, that's how it was in the comic book too. He was not Captain America a long time.
Not that long.
He was not that.
Yeah, Bucky took that over really quick. Yeah. Sam was supposed to be king. Sam was supposed to be to die in King Dynasty. Oof, that would not be good. I don't want to see him die.
No, I don't want to see him die at all. No.
Yeah. I mean, how can he die? Ants live. I'm not talking about Kang. I'm talking about the writing of Ant-Man. Like, what the hell were you thinking? You're making a villain that's going to be the biggest villain of all time, and you're going to be like, and then ants came and they won. What? No. Like, he should just slapped everybody.
Yeah. Just made a big foot and just stepped on all the ants.
Exactly. And mind you, this was the first theatrical appearance of Kang, and he was supposed to be like the next big overarching villain.
Like, what were you guys thinking?
You can't keep making the villain lose and expect us as the viewers to be like, oh, he's the big bad guy. I'm like, he keeps losing. Like, come on, man.
The trope was that they were like, you know what? They think we're going to follow the same thing as Endgame or as Infinity War and let the bad guy win. But this time he's going to lose. And then everyone else was like, that's stupid. We all said in one voice, that's stupid.
Like, the other thing is like, oh, this guy, he's going to win all the time. But what if there's like thousands and they all lose? It's like, King would just rope a dope the Avengers.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. That was dumb writing.
Yeah, it was
so dumb.
Good.
You know, I thought they were gonna
Jonathan
go on about that all night if I wanted to.
We can go on about that. Yeah.
And we got Deuce in the house. What's up, Deuce?
Deuce.
Yep. See, I'm just skipping around a little bit. So I laughed. Did he say
naturally Shaggy? And then Mama Bear
not skipping a beat at all.
I'll be Velma to his Shaggy. I loved it. I was like, yes, let's go. Let's go.
Didn't even skip a beat. It was like right on that.
That's you saw me like 3 minutes ago when it first came out. I was laughing. I was trying not to.
That's why I went like this when I saw it.
That's so good.
Well, so Collector saying he's a super fan of Andor, and the people who loved Andor love Andor. So,
yeah, you know, the rewatch, like I said, it made me warm up to it a little more. I appreciate what they were going for with it. It's something that
it was grown up, right?
It was grown up. It was like a, you know, it was, you know, kind of a political thriller set within the world of Star Wars, which I appreciate. I thought it was kind of cool.
I just had to skip everyone because Mama Bear that made me die laughing. I'm sorry. No.
Oh,
I need to fold my
Star
dishes.
Wars all night. I need to go fold my dishes. I feel like just the last thing I want to say about Andor. I felt like it. You ever see that Family Guy when they're looking at go from eyes to eyes when they're doing, you know, that whole thing from, you know, was it episode 6, whatever? They're like, did it. I felt like I was watching Andor for every episode. They're like, and nothing happened. Like it just kept on going, and then there was like the end.
Yeah. That's funny.
No. Don't do setup all the time and then don't do nothing for me. Come on, man.
Yeah. Like right at the end, the last like 10 minutes of the show is like, oh, cool, we're getting into the story. And then it's like, and we'll see you in 2 years. It's like, sons of bitches. Yeah. Man. But yeah, we are going to talk about some more Star Wars later with reviewing Skeleton Crew. So just FYI. Let's see. Dude saying Disney Star Wars let us down. Yeah, all we have is the Mando. Even Mando, that 3rd season was not great.
But that was Kathleen Kennedy, man.
Yeah,
yeah, unfortunately, it's not like you know, like think what you will of the state of the MCU at this point, but at least a lot of their content, you know, like the shows and stuff is kind of
I'll be back. I got
adding more to the Just kind of adding more and advancing the universe or moving it forward narrative wise. You know, a lot of the Star Wars stuff, I don't really think it's advancing anything forward. It's just kind of filling in certain blanks with like fan favorite characters or, like prequel content or stories that really don't have anything to do with anything. Let's face it.
See, in the vacuum, I think what KK's been saying,
Mm-hmm.
you want to keep Grogu there because he sells a lot of toys. In a vacuum, that makes sense, right?
Yep.
This is what they did in the 1980s. They put all these characters in just to sell toys. That was the whole point of Mattel and all that stuff, right? But now we've gotten past that point. So you're trying to use the old, way of doing things in this new age, and I think that's the mistake.
Sure.
But yeah, like it sounds good, but you're doing the wrong thing, and I think she has really ruined it by using old thinking instead of new thinking. They were high. Think about it. They put a big bad in the universe, and that's Paul Rudd led movie. They trolled you, but they did it in Loki first. Loki was off the chain.
Loki was amazing. Yeah, both seasons. Absolutely crushed it.
I just watch it sometimes. I just throw it in.
I put it on from time to time. Yeah. I do the same thing.
Seeing a lot of people all of a sudden liking Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is the best Jedi. That's not a question. I just think they need a good story that makes sense.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed seeing Ewan McGregor come back into the role because I really liked how he progressed in that role, like kind of from I kind of believed that he was a young Alec Guinness, but he's still kind of he brought his own flavor to it while honoring Alec Guinness's take on the character. It was an homage, and he still made it his own.
But the story writing should have been better.
The storyline should have been a lot better. It kind of like really enjoyed the way that it started. I remember really enjoying the first couple episodes, and then it kind of like it went like that.
Like we could get on it and we could talk about Star Wars all the time. I'm not going to do it, but I'm just going to say it's
do that all night if we wanted to.
Yeah. So they need to get rid of KK.
No, it was fine.
Man. No, I think it was sloppy. The writing wasn't good, and there are better things that happen in Clone Wars, a cartoon, than will happen in Obi-Wan. You could have used those type of storylines that would have probably saved it. That was my problem. I felt like that for Unbreakable, just when it got good, credits roll. Even the last Mortal Kombat did the same thing. This, my friends, is called setup movies. They suck mostly. I hear that. And they could do another stories like from the book and stuff that they have so many good books that could take stories from. They really do. I have a whole shelf full of Star Wars books that are really good. I enjoy parts of Obi-Wan show, but it's not my favorite show. I think it was just sloppily put together. They could, if they did it correctly, it could have been great.
It could have been amazing, yeah.
And but isn't that the worst thing? When something could have been very, very, very good, but it isn't because you didn't take your time with it. You didn't.
It's one of the most frustrating things ever. Like when the potential is very much there, right? And it's just either untapped, or they don't go as far as they can.
Or if it seems like you don't understand what the point of it is.
Yeah, and we're talking about Star Wars here. There's a lot that you could do with it.
I mean, you got the EU. I mean, you got a lot of stuff that you can be doing with it. I mean, the books are awesome. Some of the books are just incredible.
The books and the comics, I think that's not even think that's the extended universe that I like that extended universe and the type of world building that does.
Kids still play with toys. Only 30-year-olds play with toys today. Well, my kids play with all toys. Matter of fact, my kids sneak down here and open up all my stuff just secretly, and then next thing you know, I see them in the Barbie house. I saw the child just chilling with Barbie. I was like, no,
That's great.
No. You better take the storm with it. You don't just let Barbie just take it to T'Challa. Not him.
I love that.
The Sunday said, I liked Obi-Wan too. I understand, but when the people that love the lore of Star Wars, I think didn't like Obi-Wan because it missed some big parts with great scenes. They try to get you with glitter, you know? Like, this is going to be really cool. And then you miss you with the other stuff. So this is a business. Even if you have good storytelling in a TV show and films, you still have to make money for the company. No, you're right, but usually doesn't that go hand in hand? If you have good storytelling, you spend money in it, you market it, and if it's a good concept, usually you do make money. Oh, bless you, bless you.
Sorry,
but I think you could have done without Grogu for part of the season, and if you brought him back into Mandalorian season 3, bringing him with Luke. Which probably would be even better, right? Now you get Luke Skywalker along with Mando. Mama Bear says, "Bless you."
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Colin.
Y'all, a Daredevil video today. Didn't even know it came out. Good takes. I'm excited. Can't wait to see y'all review. We're actually going to watch this as soon as Tank gets back. I have this lined up, ready to go. I was ready to hit one button. We're going to watch this as soon as he comes in.
Thanks, Collector.
Severance season 2 is starting soon. I gotta go wake up my lady. Appreciate you, dude. I cannot believe Severance season 2 is starting. Oh my god, I'm going to watch that so hard. I'm so ready. The way it ended, Severance pisses me off because why would you wait this long and you end on a cliffhanger?
Yeah, seasons between these big budget shows are, just taking forever and a day.
I see some of this stuff. I don't even know if I can even put this up. I said Dark Empire is dope. 100%. 100%. I started reading about 2 years ago the Legends books. Man, I have like maybe 5 of them over here. Really, really good. Really good reads and makes the world really open up. And that's what the TV shows should have done. So guys, I have a problem. Posted a photo of the Seaman and said, I love but some people missed the joke, and now I believe they don't care how to solve this. Don't worry about them. That's it. Don't worry about them. You can do about it. Just say whatever. If anyone takes it too seriously, then whatever. My bear says T'Challa craving a snow bunny. That's what I saw. I was like, no, there's not T'Challa, not my king. No. I won't allow it. It's Wakanda. Oh my gosh. T'Challa settled down in the Barbie dream house. The ancestors wouldn't approve. I didn't approve. Oh man, I saw this one. This one I didn't know I was gonna put up. And Mama Bear, he did. He wanted to play in the snow. Oh man, do you want to build a snowman? Oh my god. Are you guys going to show the 2 trailers I sent you guys to talk about? We probably will. So once again, we got it. As soon as Tank gets back, we're going to do this. But once again, he was sick. He was sick even up to the last minute. So I'm really trying to give him some time before we do it. If we get too far into it, gets to an hour, then we'll just play it, and then we'll go into the other trailers. Okay. So I too can understand in African accent. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. Oh my gosh. Man. Kinda. Or you could just lean on the joke. Exactly. That's an even better tie. I think you just lean on the joke to say forget it. I love you Solo. Oh no. It's blasphemy. Tyler dropped Chocolate Storm for the Snow Widow. No. This is not that type of party. It's not that type of TV show. It's not happening. No. Oh my gosh, you guys are the worst. I was gonna ask you something. As far as Marvel goes on, so we heard that Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be in both Doomsday and Secret Wars.
That's what they're saying.
And now it looks like there's only going to be one movie in between the two movies. Do you think that's a good idea?
One MCU movie in between the two?
Only one. Spider-Man. Not Doctor Strange 3.
Which sucks, you know.
They put the whole thing for the seventh phase 7 out, and yeah, no, that's all gonna be phase 7. What kind of 3? Yeah, I don't know. Well, Black Panther 3. I'm sorry.
Which sucks. I would have preferred something other than Spider-Man, like you said, like Black Panther 3, Doctor Strange. You know, we're kind of overdue.
We've been waiting.
Who knows what's going on with the sequel to that? It just kind of seems like it's stalled out. The squirrel. But yeah, I feel like they're just gonna like mess things up with Spider-Man and kind of try to incorporate, you know, like some kind of build up to Secret Wars, or I prefer something
2 or 3 movies in between. I feel like
there should be more than one. Yeah, you know, having Spider-Man be the sole one, I think, is a dumb idea.
I think it's a mistake. And if you're gonna do that, then you should go ahead and drop Blade or something. Do something. I don't like the idea that they said they're only gonna do 2 cinematic releases a year and 3 TV shows. And if the 3 TV shows are like Wonder Man and all that other crap, I don't want it. You take that shit. Bear said, Ebony and Ivory come together. No, sorry. Carlos says Sony going to announce Maddie Web 2 and Craven versus Venom to fill the slots. That would be the worst thing ever. Oh my god. Like Infinity Wars, Ms. Marvel, Endgame. So it was Infinity War, Captain Marvel, Endgame. Yeah, right. But wasn't it something in between Infinity War and Endgame? Wasn't there something in between those two?
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I thought there was like 3 movies all together.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel. I feel like that was it.
I think you're right. I'm typing it in, looking it up. Yeah. So it went. Yeah, so it's Ant-Man and Wasp and Captain Marvel only ones. Because those are the ones that showed the blip or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I didn't say the snap. I said the blip.
I still refuse to call it that.
Just to piss you off just a little bit.
Friggin' first 2 Spider-Man movies, and then try to make a punchline out of everything.
So could you guys show this trailer, Alto Nights? And here's the other trailer, Love Hurts. So I think Alto Nights I actually saw over here. Love Hurts, and we'll see what I can do, depending on how much time we end up with. Because we run out of time, even though we ran no tank. It's happened at the same time. It's crazy. To be fair, Doctor Strange always takes a long. Give us an old Blade one-off.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can get that in a TV show. I just don't want the TV shows to be bad. If you have 3 bad TV shows, then why the hell am I going to stay interested in your movies? Why can't you do a beginning of the year, a summer release, and end of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Why is 3 movies too much?
I agree. You know,
I should probably be T'Challa the Pink Panther. I wasn't ready, guys. I wasn't ready. Did you guys hear that Zendaya and Tom Holland, when they have their first baby, are going to retire from acting, both of them? I think everyone says that when you first have, I mean, having your first child, you want to do these drastic moves, and then you realize that you're only 30 and you have another 50 years to go, right?
mm-hmm.
And then you might take a break, but you can always come back. I mean, ask Cameron Diaz. Isn't her movie coming out tonight?
Yeah.
Back in action. Back in action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tom Holland said that after he's done doing the Spider-Man movie, that he'll probably be his last movie, probably for a little bit. Until they're 5 or 6, and then you realize you need to go do something else.
Mm-hmm.
3 movies and 2 shows are be better. They're just waiting to see what DC's doing. They're playing possum. Because DC's going to force a lot of their hands.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot about Ant-Man. Yeah. I guess they're already engaged, Tom Holland and Zendaya. Yeah, they're definitely engaged.
Yeah.
What was that? What war show was that? Golden Globes, was that what we saw it? I think it was the Golden Globes.
It might have been, yeah. Might have been.
Shazam gotta have the worst powers. When you say Shazam, you turn to failing actor of Zachary Levy. He's not wrong, man. That's bad. That's bad. So I know this is kind of off topic, but Shazam, no one knew the words, right?
No
one knew his name. He was called Shazam. That's why he was Captain. He was Captain Marvel first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So no one knew the words, Shazam. Yeah, I think he has to say the word anyway, so you had to trick him into that. I try fighting the jokes, and then I see Brandon's shirt. Just do it. I honestly like Far From Home the best out of the 3 Spidey MCU movies.
I liked Far From Home because it did something different with moving Spider-Man to a different location other than New York. Just mildly annoyed that they tried to make a punchline out of everything.
The Spider Monkey, whatever that was.
Night Monkey, they call it the Snap the Blip. They call it Spider Sense Peter Tingle. Stop trying to be quirky and making a joke out of everything.
I mean, that's what they're going to do with high schoolers. They're actually all 27 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's Cat Collector Band. Yep, Netflix. Eva Mendes really chilled out after her kids. Yeah. But Ryan Gosling is still doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
They're not both retired.
Oh no, she's basically a stay-at-home mom. It seems like.
Isn't that like what Denzel had to do with his wife? You understand his wife was a producer. She was way more successful than he was.
Mm-hmm.
And she stayed at home and took care of the kids. But someone still has to work. I think it's hard to, just say both of us are going to stay at home and do that. It doesn't happen that way. Plus, you get on each other's nerves. It's just the truth. Can't be home all day. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
So off subject, before the king and queen gets back, Queens gets back. What are you guys' favorite 3 horror films of all time? I hate horror movies. That's the first thing you should know. Just
horror movies. So for me, the original Halloween, 1978 Halloween, really, really enjoy that one. I think it helped make the slasher subgenre what it is. I would say does American Werewolf in London count as horror? No. No.
Yes, maybe. Yeah, you can use it, I guess.
Okay. And really, even though it's still kind of fresh in my mind, but I really enjoyed it. And it might even be a little premature to say this because it's still technically new, but I really did enjoy Smile 2. I really liked Smile. I really liked it. It made me uncomfortable the entire way through. And I appreciated it for that.
Okay. If I'm gonna give anything, I'm gonna go Child's Play.
Nice.
The Omen, the original one, when people were just dying for real.
I actually thought about saying The Omen at one point.
That's some ish. And then we'll go original Nightmare on Elm Street, man. Freddy, let's go. That's where I'm going. Because nothing new age is going to be good for me because I don't like scary movies like that anymore.
Thank you, Mama Bear. Thank you, Kal-El, for backing me up on that one.
So yeah, Tom Holland was interviewed by a variety of some major reporters and said that he got engaged to Zendaya. And he said right after that, our first kid, we just want to sit back, relax, and play golf. Sure, but eventually you're going to have to go do something. I'll also be retiring after I have a baby. The baby will pay the bills from him on. The Peter Tingle sounds wrong or right, whatever. She believes Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, I believe it. So come on, Brian. You can say Brightburn, Blade, and Constantine. No. I'm not going there. American Werewolf is definitely horror. Yeah. Horror for sure.
All right.
So Child's Play is one of my favorite horror movies for sure. So Phantasm, the movie still has me shook. Oh, what's that? The one I just saw. Is it the Train to Busan?
Train to Busan, yeah.
Train to Busan.
What the was that? That's what I was like.
I'll never
after movie like.
It's so good.
I'll never forget seeing that in the theater in Korea. It was huge out there. Everyone was talking about it when it first came out. That was one of those movie experiences I wish I could have again. It was huge out there.
I still have nightmares about me watching the movie.
Man, I can't even imagine being out there because like horror fans here when they came out lost their mind. You know, I can't even imagine like in Korea, like it being so popular with like just horror fans. Out there, it's got to be like wild.
And ironically, I used to frequent Busan a lot. I would always take the train or the KTX to Busan.
Yeah, I know they're supposed to do American version of it. I don't know if they did yet, but
I hope they
like Train to New York, I think, or something like that.
New York. I hope they pull the plug on it. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Who the hell scared of New York? Whatever.
Well,
it's just leave it.
Yeah. Whenever they do American versions of like good foreign horror films, they always mess it up. Like The Ring was not bad. I'll give it
The Ring was
bad. But Ring was good
compared to Ring U. It was like damn.
But okay, so even you compare The Ring, which is probably one of the greatest horror movies of all time. The Ring was scary as shit.
The Ring was a good one. I can't complain about that one.
I mean, I didn't turn on TVs for a long time, and then I was afraid that they were going to turn on themselves and crawl through. It's like, man, what the fuck am I gonna do with this lady with her hair all down, crawling after me? And we'll give her the double tap like we talking about. Was it Zombieland? In the double tap. So, you okay, Tank? You feel 5 pounds lighter?
I didn't. It wasn't my stomach. It was my son. He was losing his mind. So I have the monitor for one of my kids, but I heard my other kid on the monitor screaming, and then I'm like, I got to go help my wife because, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what it is, man. That this kid just does not sleep, man. Just will not sleep.
Watch the Train to Busan.
Yeah.
That'll be good then. Yeah. My Peter Tinker only goes off when I'm looking at Jenna Ortega. Jesus. Return of the Living Dead. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
The Train to Boston starring John Cena would be crazy.
I need a movie where like you literally
that's a Jordan Poole movie. No, that's a Jordan Poole movie. The Train to Boston, and it'll only be scary for black people.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
So your TV's leaking, man, dude. I still worry about that. Like, man, because what you gonna do? Like, I would if I had to go into my safe and get a gun out for anything, it'll only be for like someone crawling out my TV. That's the only thing. Anything else I can handle. It'll be for crawling out my TV. Because what you gonna do? I'm not going to be okay. I'll be too scared to even try to fight you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Double tap can mean something freaky though. We're trying to say, Brian. Whatever. Lean into it.
Yeah, exactly.
You must have heard the child get rebooted in the dream house. So I was telling them that my girls sneak down here, and they steal, some of the action figures, right? And so I came upstairs in the dream house, and T'Challa was sitting there with Barbie. I was like, "No, don't you dare, colonizer!" So no. All
right, just draw a little foreign on her, and boom, like she's the Invisible Woman. There you go, Sue Storm.
She went to be invisible though. I'm not doing no colonizer. Exactly. I'm a Supernatural fan. Get the salt. I have rock salt always. Always got rock salt
in his pocket at any moment. Like,
you never know. You just see me go, oh guys. Oh man, that's hilarious. All right. Since you're back, let's watch this thing.
Yeah, heck yeah.
We don't have to make it. We don't have to make this a thing because we already did it. So why not?
Yeah. So we got our full reaction. So right now, yeah, we'll just watch and see what you guys think about it and talk more about it.
As he said, we have our full reactions already uploaded to everything. So this should be just fun for all of us together to just watch.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I haven't seen that enough. I only seen it like 2 more times after we saw it. So
around the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself and then I won't play it. So
like,
thank you for finding the time.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again. A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
This city can't go unchecked.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. Chaos must reign.
Mind putting the hatchet down?
Awesome.
I was raised to believe in grace.
I'm so excited for this.
I missed that.
To believe in retribution.
So good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I said, I really like that it looks like they're maintaining the tone from the original Netflix run and just kind of translating it over into the greater MCU. I think one thing that I have been kind of wondering is, obviously we've seen Fisk he showed up in Hawkeye. He showed up, and then, Daredevil showed up in She-Hulk, and they were a little more, dare I say, kind of along the lines of their comic book counterparts, in the sense that Fisk was more like super, like peak human strength, kind of more durable. Matt Murdock, Daredevil, was a little more acrobatic than he was in the Netflix series. So I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna incorporate those aspects into that. Into this, all the while maintaining, what we've seen on the Netflix series. It seems more comic booky, but at the same time, for the most part, it seems like it's maintaining the original tone of the Netflix series, which I really couldn't be happier about, because I really enjoyed that tone. But yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting for, like, I remember being ecstatic when they announced this. So I hope that the tweaks that they made, because originally it seemed like basically a reboot, with the exception of Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio being the only, originally they were going to be the only ones that were going to return. There was going to be no Deborah Ann Woll, there was going to be no Eldon Henson. I don't even think there was going to be a John Bernthal.
Yeah.
And thankfully they came to their senses.
The brutality I saw in this trailer is epic. You can still do his acrobatic and all the other stuff that he showed in Jessica Jones, not Jessica Jones, and She-Hulk. You can do those things still too, with the brutality of it. When you have the Punisher in there, everything has to just change, right? You need to have that scene, the idea of the brutality there. And Vincent D'Onofrio is so awesome as Kingpin, and I think it's going to be more powerful. But I don't know how much of superhuman stuff he's going to go with, because he's going to only be fighting people that also will have powers. So that will also make it look like it's different. But you saw what he did when he was a regular person. He picked him above his head and threw him down. I'm strong as hell. I'm not picking people up above my head and breaking their backs and throwing them into like grinders. Like, that's just not happening. Like, this is not wrestling. This is not WWE. You don't get to pick people up off the ground above your head without them kicking out of it. So I just don't know how that's possible unless you do have some type of superhuman strength. No one's gonna pick me up over their head. That's I'm just saying. So
just everything about this seems like it's gonna be good. Like, it's back to back to that Netflix era, of it, and Daredevil started that, with the Netflix stuff, and I wasn't sure then, what we were getting, and then loved all of it. Even Iron Fist was trash, but it was it was trash.
No,
the second season was a little bit better. The second season was a little bit better First season was trash.
Yeah, the second season was an improvement, and it's too bad because Finn Jones is capable enough. Case in point, the one episode of Luke Cage that he showowed up in, he was awesome.
He was better in Luke Cage than he was in any
he was in his own show. Unfortunately, the showrunners and the writers for Iron Fist failed him.
Yeah,
it's too bad because he's capable enough.
You're talking about season 2 is better, but also 2 is better than 0. So you could be, if you're starting at 0, comparing 2 to 0, it's great. It's better. It's more than twice better, but it's still only 2.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not 10.
No, yeah. But the thing is, go ahead.
Furthermore, if you're going to do a show centering around martial arts, you really need to bring it with the martial arts themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What was that like? That was barely even Power Rangers choreography.
Which wasn't even Power Rangers. That was just them in China, Japan. Doing stuff. They always cut to those scenes. Yeah. So
that's why I think like the second season was better because I thought the fighting was better in the second season. The story was, but the thing is like Marvel has a second chance with all these characters. It's like we love Daredevil, so it looks like they're just giving us more of the same. We loved Luke Cage.
Mm-hmm.
There's some issues in the second season, that I think they can fix. Jessica Jones was first season, second season was both great. Mm-hmm. Punisher was great. So it's like you're getting a second chance at it, and you can fix the things, Iron Fist, that you can fix that, and you can like give us what we want, and this is kind of what we want.
I'm at a point right now. I think they need to listen to us, right? They just need to listen to their constituents, people that are coming in and talking about this stuff.
Yeah, Iron Fist dude was horrible. Finn Jones is a good actor. I don't know if he fit the character that well, but
I thought. Yeah, I thought he was fine. I just he wasn't the problem.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
He wasn't the problem. He was part of the problem because I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him. I didn't believe in him. I didn't believe that he was able to do any of the stuff. So at the end of the day, I'm like, is it not your fault? Because I don't believe you.
Yeah. He did what he could. He was, at the end of the day, he was an actor who accepted a role. But yeah, everything else around him, from the writing to the choreography, to be honest, I can't even remember a whole lot about the show. So it committed the cardinal sin of being lackluster and forgettable.
Yeah. I mean, because nothing major really happened in either
nothing
season.
Major happened.
Just
there were things.
I think the only time the only stuff I remember from either the first season or second season was the second season when he gets the girl. I can't remember her name.
Colleen.
Yeah. She was like one of my favorite parts of.
She was the best thing about the show. But yeah, other than that, I really can't remember a whole lot about Iron Fist. Whereas the Daredevil series, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, there's a lot of stuff that I remember about each of those shows.
I love Luke Cage. That first season.
That first season was
Mahershala Ali.
great.
Oh my God.
Luke
Bushmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Luke Cage was right neck and neck with Daredevil for me.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. Then they do the costume thing. Like even it wasn't long. It was kind of a jokey thing. It was like a quick thing, but they gave him like the old school Luke Cage look with the yellow.
Yeah, like the yellow and like the tiara.
Power Man.
Yeah, the Power Man look. Yeah, that was definitely funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, but Cottonmouth, man, I don't know, dude. Oh, so good. But Cottonmouth and Bushmaster were just epic for me. I love anything with Rosario Dawson in it. I mean, anything.
Yep.
Like, so,
yeah.
Her being in everything, I was like, cool.
Well, she was the connecting tissue, which was an interesting way to do it, but it would make sense. A street level characters need patching up.
Yeah.
And have the nurse that is in the same neighborhood that connects all of them, or connects the neighborhoods. It made sense. It's obviously Rosario Dawson was awesome.
She had to sleep with all of them. I don't know, but if I was them, I also would be trying to hit. So I'm not even mad.
I know she hooked up with Luke Cage, right? I don't think she hooked up with.
I think she hit Rand.
No, I don't think she did. She hooked up with Iron Fist or Daredevil. I don't think she hooked up with Daredevil either.
No, Daredevil. I don't believe she did.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think she did with Iron Fist. Luke Cage might be the only one that I know for sure. Because I remember it was kind of awkward with I'm like, then she hooks up with the one person who like his significant other has her own TV show, so it's like, I was like, okay, I don't know if it was done on purpose or just like, oops, we gotta fix that. But yeah, Punisher season 2 was a little weaker than season 1. I agree, Kyle. See, season 2 wasn't as I don't know. Maybe it's because like we're already used to this version of him, where like it's hard to like get past that first season. But yeah, the second season was a little bit weaker than season 1. The season 1 was great, but season 2 I still enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, season 2 was fine. Season 1 was absolutely incredible though.
Yeah, but same. I mean, you know what? Same thing with all of them. I thought the first season was the best out of all of the seasons.
Yeah, like the first season of Jessica Jones was absolutely peak.
Yeah, that was great.
First season of Luke Cage, awesome. First season of Daredevil, even though that was consistently solid, I thought consistently great. All 3 seasons, I absolutely loved of that.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
But I absolutely love season 1. I've rewatched that so many times, actually.
Yeah. So somebody who said Kyle said her The Defenders was bad. So they wasted Sigourney Weaver.
I don't think The Defenders was bad. It was just
unnecessary. I don't feel like
it was unnecessary, and it could have been a lot better if they were gonna do like the street level Netflix team up. It was just okay when it could have been awesome.
It should have been awesome. Like I said, yeah, it was okay. I think they needed a better bad guy. Sigourney Weaver was the bad guy with the hand and stuff like that. And I just felt like the bad guy was really just geared towards Daredevil. And everyone there was just there to help him out.
Yeah, for all that trouble, they could have just, done a 3rd season of Daredevil.
Which
I mean, pretty much it seemed that's what it felt like.
Yeah, which is what it segued into anyway.
Claire Temple only was only in a relationship with Matt Murdock and Luke Cage.
Oh, so she did hook up with Daredevil.
Yeah, because she was the love interest in season 1 altogether. Before Karen and all that other stuff, she was the love interest. He was chasing after her. So, yeah. So they definitely did. I know they kissed. I believe they had sex too. But yeah, but she left because she couldn't stand seeing him put himself in harm's way all the time and beat up all the time.
That's right. Yeah. What's up, T? T's in here saying the hand was trash. Yeah,
they weren't great.
Yeah, that's and because even the way season 3 ended of Daredevil, it seemed like they were going to get even further down this hand kind of storyline. I'm kind of glad it stopped, and now we're just kind of doing Born Again, and we get a fresh start. That's why all of this is a second chance. It's a second chance to make things better.
Good villain, because I think I've always said this. A movie, a TV show, whatever you have, is only as good as the villain that's in it.
Yeah.
So if you have a bad villain, you're gonna have a bad movie or TV show. That's just what it is. Falcon and Winter Soldier would have been better with a good. This is the villain.
Yeah,
it would have been better. So like that's it.
I think they recasted Elektra though. I don't think it's the same actress, which sucks because she was awesome. Yeah, and then Colleen Wigg, we haven't heard anything yet. I do want her back. I want her back. She was awesome. She was really, really awesome. I enjoyed her character a lot. But yeah, Elektra, Misty Knight was another great one. Oh my god, that was another awesome one.
Fine. Oh my god, Boy, I don't care if you got an arm, metal arm. I don't care what you got. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about Missy Knight. Missy Knight was awesome in the Luke Cage shows.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. Sweet Christmas, that one was fine.
Sweet Christmas. Exactly. Oh my God.
That's funny.
Ooh, my goodness. I can't even think about it.
Well,
man.
Yeah. Good as Luke Cage was, the way they killed off Khan was so quick, super trash.
That was a bad thing. It was a bad movie.
Yeah. Especially that wasn't it, what, like a couple episodes into season 1, halfway into it.
It had to be a reason, like it had to be something.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, also, yeah, I mean, at some point you got to start paying somebody like Mahershala Ali, you know, which at the time I think he was going through his Oscar run, right?
Yeah, yep, exactly.
You know, so yeah,
Green Book and what's the movie? First movie was
Moonlight.
Moonlight. Yeah,
Moonlight. Yep. Yeah, but yeah, villains make the story. A good villain makes the story, especially in comic books. So you don't care about the metal arm until it reaches.
She has two arms, man. What you talking about?
Yeah. Let me go up a little bit. Miss a bunch of your early guys. Drew's in the house. What's up, Drew?
Drew, how you feeling, man?
Drew, what's going on?
Yeah, Vince is one of the favorite actors. Can't wait. He's so good, man.
He's so good as Fisk.
So good.
He's so good.
He's so good at everything he does, man. Like the dude, it could be a cockroach alien, you know, and be awesome. You know, he could be in Law and Order and be awesome. He could be, you know, the Kingpin and be awesome. Like the dude's got range, man. He's so good.
But I think Kingpin is just perfect for him because he's such a big guy already.
Yeah.
And you believe him to be that, you know, physically dominating.
Yeah. You kind of just let him go and be this big dude.
And he's a better villain. He's just a better villain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How big is he? 6'4". God damn.
And especially in TV.
Man.
I mean, to me,
I didn't even bring up Full Metal Jacket. Him in Full Metal Jacket is epic.
That means he's normal. He's normal size. That's what he's normal size. Man.
Oh my God, he was in The Cell. I forgot he was in The Cell.
He was
he was a
serial murderer.
Yeah,
you know, showed up in obviously Adventures in Babysitting years back.
Yeah, oh damn, that was right.
Oh my God,
yeah, he was like pretty jacked. Like
yeah,
that's right.
For like the 2 minutes of screen time he had.
Yeah. He's definitely a good actor.
But yeah, I love him as Fisk. Because I always kind of asked myself how that character would be played in live action, you know, especially following Michael Clark Duncan, who was fine. I thought Michael Clark Duncan was good.
No, I liked him. I think he's better than fine because I thought that he was.
Yeah, he was good.
He's so big.
Yeah,
he's really big, and I thought that with even more content to work with, you know, he could, you know, I feel like he was capable of doing more with the role. They just, you know, just kind of wrote the character, you know, he didn't have a whole lot to work with, but I did like him in the role. He had the physical presence and just kind of, but I always kind of wondered, you know, if they were to recast Fisk after Michael Clark Duncan, how would they play that? What would they do with the character? And really, I was surprised with how they fleshed out and portrayed Fisk. You know,
I always thought with Michael Clark Duncan, he's so big, he's so strong. You wouldn't have to do any camera work. He's literally that guy already. He's a superhero. Like he's just that dude. Like
and he put on more muscle when he got the role.
Yeah,
the dude was already huge anyway.
You remember that he in Scorpion King they had to shoot him differently than the Rock because he's that much bigger than the Rock.
He was that bigger, yeah.
He's like he makes the Rock look small. They're like, well, we're gonna do it this angle because you're too big, dude.
Well, yeah, he's good. That's why when I heard Vincent was gonna be Kingpin, I was like sold. he's gonna, and then seeing it on screen for that first time, I was like, oh, he's so good. And I forgot, I think it's like early on in that first season when he bashes that dude's head with the car door. That was what the second I was hooked. I was like, this is not like Marvel, like this is something else. And
this is yeah,
you know, and I'm glad they're bringing it back and making it actual part of the MCU. So, which is great because then you can still do things. Obviously, you know, Thor's not going to pop up in this shit. That doesn't make sense. But you could do some cool things.
Yeah,
you know, and have characters
like
come in and out.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
You can do more of like, you can have more of the street level, like NYC based, more kind of well, for all intents and purposes, grounded in the MCU, just dealing with like common crime and crime syndicates and stuff like that, and have Fisk being the, you know, like the big bad, like the street level Thanos, I guess, like the big bad of that corner, and you know, do you know, I think that would be cool, and there's a lot you could do with that, especially with him being a political figure and having even more power and influence. You know, it's nice to be reminded for all like the multiversal and fantastical elements that, you know, there's still, you know, like kind of this other corner of like the of street level villains or street level heroes just basically sticking up for the little guy.
Yeah. And I think that that's something that they're building up to, is like you can have your fantastical in this and this. Like you can have, you know, I think we were talked about it during our you know, trailer reaction, is like you can have something dark and gritty like this, and then also have Miss Marvel, who's definitely more kid friendly and family friendly. You know, it's like you can have your Guardians of the Galaxy out in space and still have, you know, Daredevil just worrying about his little corner of New York. You know, it's like, you know, the MCU is at a point where they can do stuff like this.
You can do anything, you know, like any and everything is pretty much fair game. You know, they've established the universe is pretty multifaceted at this point. So
you
know, it's nice that not everything needs to be set in the multiverse or in space.
You know,
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus Burger King.
Walmart and Burger King.
Man, I'm sitting there trying to listen to one thing. I'm like, man, why is this coming bleeding through? What the heck?
Richard said, imagine if the Big Show from WWE was Kingpin. It would look good, but
I don't know if he'll be able to act.
He cannot act, man. He cannot act. I've seen some of his TV show that he did where he was like, he was quote unquote himself, and it was like him as a dad kind of thing. I mean, the best thing he did in acting was from Waterboy. That might be the best thing, and all he was himself.
It sure was in Waterboy. I forgot about that.
It was like Dr. Insano or Mr.
Captain
Insano.
Captain
Insano. Yes, Captain Insano. That's what I was saying. Deserves an Oscar.
So, all right. So it's so weird. When you're going, we were talking about Shang-Chi and Doctor Strange won't start filming until 2026.
Wow.
Okay. So that means they're not going to be in phase 6. They're going to be in phase 7.
Well, no. When's phase? This is still all phase 5, ain't it?
Phase 6 starts with Fantastic Four.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
Yeah.
And
so
then it ends with the event with the Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm. So between Doomsday and Secret Wars, the only movie that's going to come out is Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be Doomsday, Spider-Man, Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we start the mutant saga.
So and then this year we get Fantastic Four. Is there anything else that comes out? I mean, it's something that comes out in November. It's supposed to be something in November.
Are we getting three movies this year?
It's supposed to be 3 movies this year, I thought, and then 2 movies every year after that.
Captain America, Fantastic Four.
So Captain America, Fantastic Four, and I feel like there's one more movie.
I think that's it. I think that's.
This is what I'm trying to look. That's what I was trying to look up, like trying to figure it out. Because they were talking about as 3 movies in 2025. Thunderbolts.
Oh, Thunderbolts. Yeah.
Yes.
How did I forget about that?
Yes. Thank you.
That's what I was like, I know there's 3 movies this year, and then it's going to be 2 and 2 going forward. They're only going to have 2 movies. I think 3 is the perfect number. 3 movies, 2 TV shows, but they're going to do 2 movies and 3 TV shows going forward.
Yeah. 3 movies is a lot in one year. 2 I think is a solid number, and then you do every so often you do that third one, where it's a team up, and I think that's what they're going for.
I don't want 3 TV shows. That's why I don't like if you do 2 movies, 3 TV shows. I don't think that you do TV shows well enough. So I think you're actually going to hurt your brand more than it's going to help your brand.
Yeah.
But that all those things that we thought were going to come out, Shang-Chi not filming until 2026. Blade will start filming at the end of this year, but it won't come out until after.
Will it though?
Well, so I think they actually will, but I think it'll be the thing that is the second half of 2027 after Secret Wars. Blade will be the thing that starts off phase 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'd be good. I like that. Here, I saw this. My mom bear says she was. I have a question related to the multicolored masks. I'm trying to see if I can find a question, but I couldn't. Let us know.
No, she said. So what's up with the multicolored mask?
No, just what's up with them? I don't know. He just has different suits. We saw the red one in the first show. We saw the gold one in She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
So just having these different like schemes would be pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know if I know exactly what the difference.
Yeah, I know the black one. It's like a black and red one. I dig that one a lot. But it's not like they did different. How does he coordinate the masks and the suits? Like they all have their own suits. You know what I
mean?
Mm-hmm. Like in She-Hulk, like the gold was with this golden red kind of setup.
Yeah, yeah, like
gray,
the golden brown.
Yeah, the golden brown. There you go. The gray, I don't remember the gray. The black one, like the second to the right, that one I remember a lot. Like it was like black and then like a dark red. Like that one looked really cool. I remember. I think it was like a big DD on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Like really big one, but yeah. But I'd be cool if he rocked a couple suits in this show. But it seems like he's not going to start off as Daredevil. Or unless, because it was kind of interesting because he's like, I crossed the line. I wonder if the show starts off with him as Daredevil crossing that line, and then he backs off of it. Because that was the one issue I had with season 1 was he wasn't Daredevil until like the very end, but he still was like a badass doing the fighting with the cloth mask and all that shit.
That might be the first half of of these 9 episodes, that him getting back into the suit,
becoming Daredevil again.
Mm-hmm. And then the second half will be him just being Daredevil.
Yeah. Yeah. More like that. Shout out to Nanette coming in the house.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, coming in saying hi. Because there's no braille labels that identify which is which.
Obviously, you can see because he's just walking, man. You saw him just. I was like, man, why you got so much swag? How you can't?
Like, can he see colors? Swag? Like, can he see the different?
That's colors? Well, I guess So I guess every color would vibrate differently.
Maybe
they would vibrate differently. Yeah, I mean, that's just what colors. Yeah, they do. So. I don't know how he knows the difference in the vibrations, but whatever.
Wow. I mean, he was able to see before. He wasn't born blind, so yeah.
So the difference, I got it.
Yeah, the red one on the left mask from the Netflix, and the red on the right is his new mask. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. I appreciate it.
Yeah, because there are 2 red ones, and the one on the left looks more like the old Netflix ones. So Yeah. It's good.
Have you ever seen him in gray?
Can't complain about Big D.
I'm trying to think.
I'll say never mind. Never mind. This is not gonna go there.
Oh,
But
man.
you can't complain.
You can't. Oh man. But yeah, I've seen I know we're missing a bunch of the old.
I mean, even Kelly was like, "Wow."
I know.
He said, "Pause, mama. Pause."
Yeah.
Oh man, that's great.
So there's some. Oh, here we go. Like Deuce. So Deuce is like it's too little, too late for him. But hey, I tend to yuck people's yum. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's too late for not for Marvel, especially being a comic book fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you read comic books, like you go through some trash stories, like you go through some trash stories, and it doesn't like deter me. I might stop reading that story, but I'll start reading the next, pickup, when it starts fresh. But yeah.
I will say this though, Tank.
I'm used to the up and downs.
If I get to Child is the one staying,
oh yeah,
you will lose me.
Yeah,
I'll be going out of the phase. I'll be out until I get to X-Men or something. I'll be out.
Yeah.
You'll be like, Brian, did you see it? I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna read my books.
That's just it just annoys me, especially like getting all the stuff like from everyone else talking about like different rumors and like she dreads me talking about like just black men in general with Marvel and DC or just Disney. But yeah, I think we kind of went through everyone else's kind of stuff. Yeah, either intentionally or unintentionally. Here's a bunch of people saying Daredevil, Luke, Punisher, then Jess in that order.
Jessica, a lot of people love Jessica Jones more than they like Luke Cage. Not me, but
Jessica Jones was good. Because at first I wasn't sure how she was going to handle it because I'm like, she's supposed to be incredibly strong, like super super strong, and she's like 100 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah,
it was like you get the most petite, smallest woman like in Hollywood to play.
I love that. I love that.
And she was great. She was great at it, super great at it.
Yeah, and I liked Kristen Ritter. She was good at it, and she really sold that notion of being like a complete hot mess.
Yeah,
100%.
Which I think you needed. That was vital. That was the big sell for the character. I think that's her main characteristic. That she's a complete mess.
I'm gonna go Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Punisher.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know.
It's hard because Jessica Jones and Luke Cage are just two sides of the same damn coin.
So kind of a little.
That's what makes it really hard. Like really.
But I would go definitely Daredevil 1, Luke Cage 2. I think I would put Punisher 3 and then Jessica Jones.
Yeah, like I said, I think for me, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and then Punisher.
Yeah, but it's not like there's not this big gap in between. Like
they're all like
really close.
They were all really good. Season 1 of Jessica Jones was peak.
Excellent.
Like I really loved that.
The best villain, and she was really distraught. I mean, it was a good storyline.
Well, yeah, I mean, you get Doctor Who coming in and being the bad guy. He was so good.
He was so creepy.
Yeah. It was Mr. Purple, Dr. Purple, whatever the hell his name was. Yeah, he was
Purple Man or whatever it was.
Purple Man. Yeah.
I mean, able to control her, mind control. That's boy.
Yeah, that was. But yeah, granted, I liked all 3 seasons, but that season 1, man, was just incredible.
Your list was close. So,
Mm-hmm.
the best list.
Yeah, the best list.
The best. Yeah.
But yeah, Daredevil reigns supreme for me. Like
Yeah.
each season, I thought was just terrific.
Yeah.
And yeah,
huge Power Man, Luke Cage. Just not leaving the drink house.
and yeah, again, I like that they're not really messing with the tone. If anything, they just seem to kind of be expanding it to fit into the greater universe, which I'm fine with. You know, we're getting shots like this, you know, all the different masks and stuff like that, which is total, like straight out of like one of the comics. So I'm really excited to see where this goes, how long they go with it, what it's going to mean for all the other characters. Are they officially going to bring back Kristen Ritter, Mike Coulter, Finn Jones?
Has Kristen Ritter signed?
I thought I read she did. I thought she
yeah, you know, it's just I'm waiting to see it.
Yeah. I won't count it as official until it's on screen. I think. Yeah. Well, Ty's saying he prefers Luke Cage over Daredevil. I can see. That first season was
awesome. Oh my god! But so was Jessica Jones. But then they were so interwoven. Like it's hard to go one without the other one. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like they're married. They do all these adventures together. They control multiple things. Like it's hard saying one without the other.
Yeah. Okay. Aaron Nanette said there's a comic book based on a TV series that I liked, and I was wondering if anyone has read the comic book or seen it. It was Netflix, called Sweet Tooth. I haven't yet. That's like the boy with the antlers.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good though. I even like T saying
Sweet Tooth
too.
Yeah.
I watched the first season. The first season.
I always been meaning to watch it and just never got around to watching it. How many is it? 2 seasons or 3 seasons?
3. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
I have not seen 3. If I said I saw 3.
Yeah. So I didn't know there was the comic book based on the show. That's cool. But it always looked cool. I heard a lot of cool things. You know, when the second season came out, people were like getting all hyped, you know, because it was so good. So it just seems like I'm gonna cry. Like it's gonna be super sad. It just seems like it's gonna be one of those stories where it's like, you know, doesn't have a good ending. You know? Very much
good
like,
ending, but not one you wanted,
or not a happy ending, I should say. Yeah, like his Dark Materials. His Dark Materials has a good ending. It is not a happy ending by any means. You know, I mean, the whole show is not happy. It's a very, very fucked up show from beginning to end. Like his Dark Materials, like if you want to see X-23 be like amazing actress, I forgot what her real name is. She is amazing in his Dark Materials. You know, and then you get James McAvoy in it.
Now. I'm shocked by T.
With what? 5 episodes in, not that impressed. Oh, okay. For it.
I am. Wow. I don't know. I'm glad you watched Silo. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, you're talking about Silo?
Yeah.
Man, I was hooked in that first episode. That first episode, I was just like, But what were you not digging about it?
Let us know, T.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I know.
Well, you
said, what
his
do
Dark
you do?
Daphne King. That's what you're talking about. Daphne King.
Daphne King. Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, I really like the His Dark Materials series.
Yeah, it's very different than Lin-Manuel Miranda was in it. It was just like you had a great cast, a freaking great cast, but it was very different than like the Golden Compass.
I want to pull this down real quick.
But yeah, Deuce, we just had one not too long ago. We want to do more of those, like you know, like a call-in show, quote unquote.
I'll do it all the time.
Yeah, we'll definitely do some more of those. Those are a lot of that was a lot of fun. Everyone came in, stayed for a little bit, you know, so we had a nice like rotation of everyone in and out. So it was fun.
Hey, this is for this Mama Bear sent me.
That's great. That's
good.
incredible. That's incredible.
Oh god.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. I forgot what book, but I know there's the part where Sue Storm and T'Challa were about to hook up in the like swimming or in the pool or whatever.
Oh, and she's like
They
over
almost
there. Yeah, she's over there looking at him. He's like,
yeah, they were in there, man. They were like face to face about to kiss, and then they're like, no, we can't. I mean, meanwhile, she hooks up with Namor like
all the time.
All the time. Like, I'm fighting with my husband. I'm about to go hook up with the fish man.
The official swirl.
The swirl.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny. Severance 2, y'all remind me with Silo. Or I think reminded me with Silo. Yeah. So Severance, we're gonna do our conversation. Severance? No, Severance comes out tomorrow, don't it?
I think it comes out right now.
Okay. But yeah, so Severance starts and then Silo ends. So I don't know if Deuce, you were in here earlier. We're gonna do our watch party for the finale of Silo tomorrow. Talk about it a little bit, and then Saturday talk a little bit more about Silo, but then get into our Severance video and talk about that. So yeah, because Severance was so good. I'm so excited.
Trying to figure out which
making crash on points is such a sad story and apocalyptic story. Yeah, see, I already got so many sad stories. So he said, so T said, love me some Rebecca Ferguson, but how they are telling this story isn't really sticking for me. I'm intrigued, but something about it just isn't landing the way I thought it would. Okay. Yeah.
I want to say it's Marvel Knights. I'm trying to find my thing. I think it's Marvel Knights.
Oh, and her and T'Challa.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Dr. Umar is staring at the chat, fuming right now.
It's all because of my kids. My girls taking T'Challa into that little Barbie dream house, man. It was awful. I couldn't believe. I was like,
put down the snow bunny.
I tell you, it's like, colonizer. No, this is not my king. You don't do this. Come on, no.
Yeah. So I said I got about whatever shows on my watch list right now. Yeah. Bro, I know how that feels, man. I got so many that I'm like, just I gotta set like a playlist that's just like,
dude. The fact that they're doing 3 Body Problem season 2, I'm so excited about seeing that.
That's on my watch. I gotta watch season 1.
It's so good.
I gotta watch season 1. Yeah. And then we got the Obi-Thorian Alliance. What is up? Because I'm so excited for Daredevil Born Again. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. It's not disappointing. I think it's gonna be good.
I think
I have hope. I have hope.
I'm really excited.
And then they also asked, are you guys gonna be watching Severance?
100%. We'll be breaking
absolutely.
Yes.
There's no question.
So Saturdays at 9:30, we'll be breaking down all the episodes of Severance. We're finishing up Silo. I'm going right into Severance.
Yep.
I already got the watch party for Silo already posted. So
sorry,
that's coming.
Nice.
Come in tomorrow. We'll be there 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah. T said I'm gonna finish it this weekend, and I got the next 4 days off. Nice. Nice. Because if you're only 5 episodes in, what, season 1 has 9 episodes, I think. Oh no, I had 10 or 9. It's 10.
Well,
then you got
Severance had 9.
Severance had, that's right. Yep. Yeah. So, but season 2 was that penultimate was so good. So yeah, I can't wait to watch the finale. I think it's gonna be really good. Just wanted to play. That's all. It's a little bit. Said Killmonger would have a Snow Bunny side piece.
100%, but that's American.
No. Don't count. Here, Oberthorian said, have you guys heard the rumors that Tom Cruise is planning? He goes, maybe the Mission Impossible 9 that he has, that he might cast a younger version of Ethan Hunt with a younger actor. What are your thoughts on it? Or I heard something like that too.
Or just pass the torch to another IMF agent. But Ethan Hunt, is pretty synonymous with the movies, so I could see it going either way. But at this point, we're talking about 30 years of Ethan Hunt.
Yeah. My God.
I got the answer, guys. I need him to go to Australia, find a woman that he's not married to, have a baby with that woman, have him stay in Australia, grow up in Australia, and then fly him to Great Britain eventually, and then have him take over for MI, the Mission Impossible, without knowing who he is, and him not be a good father. Let's do that.
I'm like, where are you going with this? Took me a second. I'm like, that sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible. Yes, I know.
It took me a second to figure it out.
It does sound horrible. Yes.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, but yeah, I'm passed down the torch. A younger version.
Answer the thoughts on Strange Academy. He keeps on saying, I see at least 3 times he said Strange Academy.
I missed it. We were like, bouncing around a lot. Strange Academy. What's Strange Academy?
That's the new TV show they're going to have, Strange Academy. First of all, it's a comic book, so the comic book series is pretty good. But the Strange Academy is supposed to be officially in the works now. It's a TV show coming forward.
Oh, I don't think I ever read Strange Academy.
Really? Oh, it's actually recently they had a recent reboot of it. But yeah, Strange Academy is going to be another TV show that they're going to be doing soon.
Something like that seems like it would be a good TV show. Like fictional school appearing in American comic books, blah, 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 blah. Is founded by Doctor Strange to train young people from many worlds with magical abilities in the use of sorcery and magical artifacts. The school first appears in Strange Academy 1 and was created by writer Scotty Young. Love Scotty Young.
You understand, Brother Voodoo is or Dr. Voodoo later, who becomes Dr. Voodoo. But Brother Voodoo is in it. That's what Strange Academy is about. So yeah.
I'm down. Something like that seems cool. But isn't that, well, I guess he's taking like multi-worlds, because you still have like his where he became Doctor Strange, right? I forgot what it was called. The school for all of them. But this seems like you just take a bunch of different magical people from different worlds.
So imagine like
I like that.
Favorite school, cool. School for orphans, whatever. And you have like Doctor Strange, Brother Voodoo, the Ancient One. You'll have Scarlet Witch, all being like professors, magic.
Which would be cool.
Yeah, I might read this because I see there's like 3 volumes out right now. But it says the previous leaders were Doctor Strange and Doctor Voodoo. So, yeah. The first one was 2020, so not that long ago. Was the first class, and then volume 2 was Brightside, and then volume 3 was Wishcraft.
Madison with a Y.
And then 4 finals. Yeah, I'm down. That seems cool.
Yeah,
but like you get something like that, I feel like it would be a good TV show. So
yeah,
I like that a lot. You can get
you got to know which ones will be best for movies and which ones will be best for shows.
Yep.
Agatha
is one of the teachers. That's cool.
All the magical people are probably like it's really cool.
Yeah,
I think it only had, I might be wrong, but I don't think it had more than like 16 or 17. Maybe 18 issues or something like that. It wasn't a huge thing, but Strange Academy is, you could go to your local comic book store and still have it like on the wall.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm probably gonna do is get the graphic novels or something like that. because volume 1 is 1 through 6, then 2 is 7 through 12, volume 3 is 13 to 18, and volume 4 it doesn't say.
I don't know if it's a volume 4.
It does. Well, here it says volume 4 is called Finals, and it was published in the 4th volume of the series Strange Academy Finals, with Young and Rebels returning. The previous volume, continuation of Witchcraft. So yeah.
Well, if it is,
I am
didn't read it.
wiki.
So I did not. I only know about 17 or 18.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna probably later tonight go log into my library and put these on hold. Yeah. And then Oberthorian, I saw the comment. We're gonna save that because we're gonna get into Star Trek, Skeleton Crew soon. Yeah. Do you think it'll be good? Yeah. I think it'll be pretty fun.
It's gonna be really
good. What's good, man? Appreciate coming in.
No, it's going to be really good. Strange Academy is good, and once again, it work with kids. It'll work on TV shows because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think it definitely worked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did Plan Fanatics just finish? we got the we got a big jump. Well, not big jump, but a pretty good jump. I see some of the
14
usuals.
to 20. Yeah.
So if he did, appreciate those guys over there sending them over here. That's usually Chill, the Marcus and Darius.
Yeah, Darius. Yep.
They call it the Pantheon. So yeah, shout out to those guys. Yeah. Like I said, also Profess. Good evening.
Good Professor.
Yeah. I'm good with that. Yeah. Strange Darling is a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
With Wong and Madison.
Madison with a Y.
Madison with a Y.
It was pretty funny when she got it when they mentioned her on What If on the newest season.
Yes, I was like, we just heard about her. That's right. That was so good. That was a really good one.
That was good.
Nikisha, hilarious.
What's up, Nikisha? Just stop by for a few. Wanted to thank whoever made your Cyto thumbnail for tomorrow. You sent her the right person. that was Brian over here. He made that. He didn't even watch the episode yet, right? So,
because I want to watch with everybody else. So, yeah. But I know, because she loves him. That's why
you read the book, so you kind of have an idea where it might be going.
Well, no, but she loves Lucas. No, because if I was going to do anything based on the books,
you put Lucas in. Okay.
I will put Juliet in the middle based on the books. But even though Lucas is really important, if it's anything like the books, yeah, Lucas is going to be important going forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this Ty said, Chill got into a fight with Lumen on one of my lives. Really? Let me know which one. I want to listen to that one. I want to listen to that one.
Chill is opinionated and he believes 100%. He's not making it up. He believes 100% in everything he's saying.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I respect more than anything. I enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
Yo, if you believe in it,
he sticks to his guns, man. It's hard to change his mind. I'll still say that. Yeah, I don't know which one that one is. That one's funny. Do you guys plan on seeing one of them days? At first, no, but I've been hearing it's pretty
really,
good.
Really good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay,
Yeah, I'm checking out some of the reviews for it, and they're surprisingly good.
Yeah.
So I might.
Yeah.
Definitely thinking about it now.
It's really good. Okay, there you go.
Originally this weekend, I thought I was all about just Wolfman, and that was going to be it. But now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, T-Say saw it tonight.
Okay, well, really good. Man, I want to go see it and hold you accountable.
Yeah, so I think you all will enjoy it. Okay. Oh, did you watch Flow, Brian?
So I watched an hour of two things. So I only watched an hour of Flow. And then I came back down here and I kind of talked to Brandman about that too. So
yeah, dude, that's all my son wants to fucking.
First
watch.
off,
that's all he wants to watch. Though.
I fell asleep twice
during Flow.
It's beautiful, sure. Because I
my
don't
God.
like things that no talking is going on, and it's like this, a lot of this. And then you see
it's animals,
like, but we'll see.
Yeah, I love it, man. I've been looking. I'm trying to get it on the 4K, but I can't find it yet. But yeah, for man, every time it pops up on my like digital list, my son's like, meow kitty. And I was like, bro, you just watched it. So, and there's a part he cries. Something with the bird happens with the bird and the cat, and he cries. I was like, bro, like, you've seen this before. You know it's coming. Or it's not anything crazy bad. It's like either,
but it's still sad.
Yeah, it's not even sad. It's kind of confusing for me, but yeah.
So don't you get it, Daddy? Don't you get it?
I'm like, no, I don't. That's why I want you to watch it so you can maybe have a theory. And I'm like, I want to know what the hell happens in that scene. It's towards the end ish, but yeah. But I thought Flow was really good. I thought it was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
What are you talking about?
It's the Aries in
it's
US.
Still my birthday by their time. What?
Oh yeah, isn't
I thought it was last week.
Wait, whose birthday?
I'm a bear.
I had no idea.
Technically, still my birthday by their time. Did you say last? I think the last
like 10 days ago. I thought it was like something like that.
No, the last I think live show. She's like, oh, my
birthday is in
the 16th.
Like the next week. It's 16th.
It's
16th?
Technically, yeah. So it's technically 3 minutes late, but
no! Oh my God! Happy birthday, Mama Bear! Oh my God! I don't know why I thought it was like. Oh, man, I feel bad now. I should have known better.
All right.
If I ever said we would have had this whole episode dedicated to your birthday. Oh my goodness. That's it. We just, you know what we would have done? We would have done the entire episode like this. You're not even paying attention.
It would have been like this though. The whole episode.
The whole episode. We're gonna do it for the next, 10 minutes until he realizes we're just gonna do it like this. Let's keep on going. It's all right.
Well, let's see if there's a clip I could play for the birthday.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah, there you go. Happy belated birthday. You all the birthday love in there.
Oh, I like you, pussycat. Yes.
Yeah, happy birthday. Everyone give a happy birthday.
Everybody. Yes, that is the focus. That's Mama Bear birthday. Yes. Oh man, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I had no idea. Happy birthday.
Yeah, because she said it when we were in our closing screen last one, and I completely forgot. I'm sorry, Mama Bear, but yeah, happy birthday.
Here we go. I think I agree. We should sing her happy birthday.
I do not have enough alcohol in me to be singing tonight.
Don't matter.
Listen, turn on that karaoke machine.
Exactly.
Get the lights going.
Machine all the time. I mean, you haven't realized that you're the big person on the screen for the last 5 minutes. So it's your fault you haven't paid attention.
It's our gift.
No, you better sit up. No. I
was going to control the camera. Just
as he starts to slide out of this.
There he goes. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, thank you, Mama Bear, for you're always in the chat. You always help us out with the mods. Like she's like definitely like one of the reasons why we were able to focus on a conversation, because before Mama Bear came in and before we made her a mod, like you would get some crap coming in, and then we're trying to like hustle to like get it removed or get it blocked or some shit like that. And meanwhile, Mama Bear's like,
business is here with Wix.
I want to do it. Can't do this without working. There we go.
It's a Baltimore accent. Shout out from Bobby.
It's the long version, so I don't know.
I don't know what it is. Like, you start singing in a minute or no?
It's Stevie Wonder, so he takes like 5 minutes to start. That's the only problem with it.
I'm a lovable tiny bouncer. Yeah, we appreciate you make sure chat is good and everything.
He does everything for us.
Yep. Yeah, sure. If we mod Ty, man, we get like everyone banned.
The power. He's just going to kick people out all the time.
Like, you know what? You didn't bring up Jonathan Majors in the last 10 minutes. Banned. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
That's the part I always remember.
That'll go forever.
Yeah.
It's a Stevie Wonder song, so it'll be like 13 minutes long. So that's just how it goes. I went to one Stevie Wonder concert, and literally it was like he sang for like 3 hours.
Wow.
Like for real, just 3 hours of him just singing. Like I was like, dude, and it was like 8 songs.
I heard he's a performer, so I heard he goes up there and just plays. Yeah.
He'll break it down, and next thing you know, he's playing half of another song, and it was at the United Center and everything. It was amazing.
Little dance, but yes, happy belated birthday at this point now, Mama Bear. So we really appreciate you here, like we do a lot.
See, I'm not surprised though. I promise you, it was. I probably sang 8 songs. It was probably 13 or 14 songs. And he was on stage for like 3 hours.
His place.
And I was like, man, what? The first hour was like 5 songs. You're like, what the f is this? And then you start to realize it's just Stevie Wonder, man. That's he gonna do what he want to do.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best. Whenever you get like a good musician that like just loves performing and so good at it. I forgot who I saw, but he was a guitarist, and it's the same thing. 20 minutes in, you're like, oh shit, this is still the same song. Like we haven't even moved on to a new song yet. But yeah,
he goes to a different key and then starts singing like a remix version of the same song, and it's just like he has to see. I promise you, he could see. I promise you, he could see. It just doesn't make sense. People walking past him, he's looking at them as he walks past. Like, no, you can see something, man. There's no way.
You can do a high five like before. Like, wait, what? Yeah, thank you, boys. Thank you.
Thank you, Bear. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the stuff. Just really.
Yeah, really.
Moving on from the Jeffersons. I think I need a lot more liquor for that.
A piece of pie. Let's go. Please don't burn in the kitchen. Please don't burn.
Oh man, I wish I would have been able to see Prince in concert, man.
So,
oh man, that's one of my single biggest regrets. I never got to see him live.
My what's this? My freshman year of college, we bought tickets to go to England to see Michael Jackson's last concert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and you know he passed away right before the concert started, right before the thing went. Like we were going to go like 8 days later, 8 days about to go, and he passed away right before the whole tour started. And we were going to go to London, go to Spain, and go to France. So after that happened, I ended up not going. And my dad and my sister ended up going, and it was like, I don't know. I was so upset. I was so distraught that I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Like, now I think about it like now, I was like, what the hell? Why the hell would I not go?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was so sad.
Yeah. That does suck. And Mom said, appreciate her humoring me making Brandman blush.
No, you just being here is one of the best parts of the show. But yeah, my pops spent a lot of money. He didn't talk to me for like 3 months. I didn't want to go. Crazy.
Yeah. I know. It's like you said you also should do merch, do a shirt, put hear me out, and then put a photo of Brian. That is funny. We have some merch. We have some merch, you know, that were kind of like based off TV shows and stuff like that. That's a good one.
Dude, that is awesome.
That's
I'm working on that. I'm telling my wife tomorrow in the morning. Hey, I got an idea for a t-shirt.
That's a good one.
Like, just hear me out.
Yeah. Yeah. That Prince guy's absolutely amazing. That's crazy. Yeah. That's one person I wanted to see.
Man.
The MJ at the Garden. But the girl I was dating convinced me not to. Oh.
What?
What?
And that's why she goes, I was dating. Because after that, you're like,
yeah.
Bad decisions.
Yeah. I don't.
So I will still call her. I'll be like, you know, I will never forgive you. I'll just be called her just randomly at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I was gonna say like every day of the same year or every year on the same day. Just like you know what we could have saw MJ today, but thanks,
dude. Honestly, it's funny. It takes like $2,500 for both of us. I will pay $2,500 right now. I would. What did Mama Bear say about Bill Cosby? Still one of my favorite Cosby Show episodes. I know they're canceled, but yeah, still watch it.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't listen to R. Kelly though. I watched the Cosby Show. It's the greatest thing that was on TV for black families ever. Your father's a doctor, your mother's a lawyer. You know, you live in Brooklyn and in a brownstone. And do you know how big that freaking house was to have all those damn kids that didn't share rooms? Crazy, man. You had your own office there, man. Whatever,
bro. Their kitchen was like almost as big as my house. Like damn, man, big ass kitchen.
I had a backyard in New York. Like what?
That's rich.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. What episode he said, no, me and your mother are rich. You have nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
no,
man.
So yeah. Shout out to Nanette's nephew.
Oh, happy birthday to your nephew too, Nanette.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. You guys want to do this
the skeleton crew
then we'll probably call it a night.
Yeah, let's hop on that, huh?
Why not?
What about Bobby say? Cliff Huxtable, I Bill Cosby.
Dude, I love Cliff Huxtable. I mean, some of the best episodes ever. Some of the best answers. Oh, dude. In a sentimental mood, Duke Ellington is not Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Duke Ellington in the sentimental mood is one of my all-time favorite chill songs. Like I could listen to that, the saxophone and him just playing the piano over and over and over again. Like it is the most grown up chill out song with your wife ever created. I can do that any day. So I mean, they have so many great music and things that are part of Black culture. For it, it's the greatest show for me ever. I mean, honestly, I don't care what anyone says. No matter who Bill Cosby did, what he did, but Cliff Huxtable, it was the TV dad. He's the TV dad.
Yeah,
he really is.
There's no one better. He sent all his kids to wherever school they wanted
to. Don't ask me when I'm asking you a question.
Elvin, he was saying so many different things and so chauvinistic, and it's like, that's the wrong Claire. You don't mess with her. And part of her persona was that she was supposed to be able to speak Spanish. So whenever she got angry, she go into the Spanish tirade. They never really used it in the show past I think like season 2, but that was part of her character.
Yeah, I was gonna say Malcolm Jamal Warner was in Community, and he wears like the ugly, like the Cosby sweaters a few times. It's not like because he was secretly trying to be him. It was just like this call back to.
I would have Jello pudding all the time if I was Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Jello pudding. You know what though? If they want to redo the show, they wanted to make a continuation or a spin-off with Jamal Warner. You don't think
he wouldn't do it
him as the dad now?
Without Bill Cosby, he wouldn't do it. Because even the idea, because Bill Cosby's father, I mean, Cliff Huxtable's father was prominent in the movie, his parents. So like it was not just that it was just one. Once again, it wasn't just one with them. It was a lineage of them. So it was like our family was tight knit. We were, it was multiple layers, multiple, people always doing it. You can't remake that. So you and without having him there, they wouldn't do it. I don't think anyone would sign up for that.
Yeah. Just trying to think of like a different way to like bring something like that back. You
couldn't. I think it was perfect for what it was.
Yeah.
And
I mean, and then Cosby was just was like so big at the time. You know what I mean? Like he was just like, doing comedy and stuff like that. And then the show came out and it was just perfect.
He raised there is a huge contingency like of people that didn't have a male in their life that he helped raise. Cliff Huxtable, Heathcliff was it. So like I don't think you can do this again. I mean, and once again, that is such a small detail, that his father and mother were in everyone's lives, that they still came over and spent time with each other. That's such a small detail, but it teaches you that you have a lineage, you have this culture that stays with you, and you don't get that from anywhere else, and you can't do a remake of it without having that. It's such a small little detail, but I think it means a lot.
I agree. So
but I would do a different world. I would do a different world.
Another different. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Says side note, do you guys think your name every celebrity in
Liberian Girl video? Could we name every girl? Maybe celebrity in the Liberian Girl.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Michael Warner is not playing a doctor.
He's done it multiple times.
And it's just Bama.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever he shows up on TV, he's usually like, I don't know, he's not playing that character, but he'll like do, some kind of, tribute to the Cosby Show or to stuff like that. So Yeah,
it's just he acts like he's been raised with some sense. Like he's come from a good family. That he's intelligent. He cares about the roles that he puts. He takes and accepts. So Michael Jamal Warner is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice that he's still working kind of steadily nowadays. Still, his career pretty much endured.
I'm trying to see what else he's been in
a lot of stuff.
A lot of people did, you know. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Nice that most of their careers kind of continued in some way, shape, or form following.
Because I'm thinking, like, what has he been in recently? He's been Grownish.
Grownish,
you know, 2024. Done a lot of voicing stuff, which is cool. The Wonder Years, they give that the rebooted one or the side story. I don't know, whatever one, but that
not a reboot, but like another.
Yeah, it's like almost a spinoff, but kind of a spinoff. I don't know.
It's kind of salty that they canceled it because I actually really liked it, the new one.
Yeah, it was really, really good. It was good.
Yeah.
One of the years from my generation, from my family, it's the same stuff. Yeah.
Key and Peele. Yeah, he was in Key and Peele. A couple episodes.
He was in
Son of Anarchy. I don't remember.
He was in the Lethal Weapon one. I know he was in Major Crimes because he was a girl's boyfriend. He was also another division, but he was there.
What's the show he was in? That's what I'm trying to look for. The show he was in with oh man, with
Malcolm and Eddie.
Malcolm and Eddie. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah,
Malcolm and Eddie was huge. It was great.
Yeah. That was a good one.
He was the doctor in The Resident. That was like,
remember The Resident? Yep.
You know, I know he was in Suits. He was in I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I think he just he needs to be in his own show again. Like, or have his own show. Because he shows up in a lot of different things, you know, like as a cameo or like a one here and there. You know, like I said, he showed up in Community, and I thought he was great. He was what's her name's husband that cheated on her, and now she's back.
How about this? Back. How old is Malcolm Jamal Warner?
Probably like 54.
He's gotta be, he's gotta be 50 something, like early 50s.
54 years old.
Yeah. That's still pretty young. Make him a Marvel character. Who could he play in Marvel or DC?
Now he had to be a boss. He had to be a boss somewhere.
He could be Robbie Robertson. He's not that old.
He still was like, I don't. Yeah, well.
All right, Bobby's saying he and Eddie can't stand one another. They fuck constantly. Really?
That's because Eddie Griffin is sometimes ignorant.
Yeah.
He's hilarious though. He's a great comedian. But coming off of the Cosby Show to go deal with Malcolm and Eddie. Okay, you think that was gonna work?
Yeah. The Bishop, him and his Bishop.
No, I mean that's Method Man who just beat up his girlfriend's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend at the gym. I think he's got an assault charge.
Recently?
Yeah, he punched him like 7 times in the face at the gym.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's something I would do.
Did he play that dude from Wakanda's dad or elder?
But he's 54, but he looks like he's 44. You know, so I don't know if he like maybe be M'Baku's older brother.
him and his brother Voodoo.
He doesn't have the gray streaks, but I could see it. He's a good enough actor to be Brother Voodoo.
Yeah, I mean, you could throw in the gray streaks. That wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, never cared for Theo.
Yeah, put that shirt on. Was that that gold? I can't remember what the name of that shirt is. That she made.
I don't remember. So you're saying they're cool now? Okay. Yeah. It's mess when the Rockweiler on the 28-year-old.
Yes, he did. He went. Yeah, he punched him 7 times in the face. They had to call someone in to come get him.
And the dude he hit was actually 28.
Gordon Gartrell. Gordon Gartrell. It's a Gordon Gartrell shirt. I don't know if you guys remember when she made a Gordon Gartrell shirt.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I watched.
Oh, I've seen
I watched Ghost.
See.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shirt
oh my god. That's right.
Anthony Mackie's wearing it. Gordon Gartrell.
Man, that's so 80s. That's so like super 80s.
She made it, and like it only had like one armhole. That was so good. Oh yeah, I'll probably watch that more than anything.
Oh, here, man. I know we're supposed to get into Skeleton Crew, but did you all hear about the Blue Marvel coming to MCU rumors? I haven't. Did you? Have you heard?
I haven't heard anything.
No, I have not heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
be good.
I'd love to start them, but I hadn't heard that Adam Bashir was coming to the MCU.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, any major character like that, I would kind of want to wait until they do their reboot, their soft reboot or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Unless you bring him into Secret Wars and he carries over to the reboot. That's the only way.
If you're doing it, I want T'Challa. I don't want Adam Bashir without T'Challa. I don't.
Seems like,
Monica Rambeau needs to be done the right way.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. And then when I get back, we'll do Skeleton Crew. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I want that unless they're going to do it the correct way. You need to make him as powerful as he needs. He's really OP as hell.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. Like Marvel's kind of all over the place with making characters OP and then other times nerfing them. So they really need they would really need to go all the way with it, Yeah,
because the idea about with Blue Marvel is that he controls antimatter, so he has antimatter power. So doesn't matter how strong you are, he is technically stronger, right? Like he can. It doesn't matter how much matter you have, because we have like Sentry, who is OP is crazy, powerful, crazy powerful, but he should be more powerful because he controls the antimatter of it. Yeah, that's all the world, So I don't know if you can even put that in there. And if you're not going to do it right, then don't do it.
Exactly.
Don't start.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Marvel's way stronger than Captain Marvel. So people still cosplay that shirt today. I know. So not even Brandon could pull off that shirt. Gordon Gartrell. So after Blue Beetle and Blue Namor, keep them Smurfs. So I agree. There will be a new T'Challa, but 0%. It's going to be the Panther for that Chadwick portrayed. I do believe, I agree with you that there's no chance right now at this point, after reading all this stuff and even here she dreads me being on there with her. I don't think it's going to be the one that Chadwick portrayed, but I think what they do is you take all the ones out of 616 and put them to a new world where the T'Challa there is still the king of Wakanda, and they all respect him as Wakandian.
He's the main one now.
He's the main one there because they're going into his world and make that the new world.
Yeah.
So I think that's just the best way to do it. Take the 4 characters they got left because they killed everybody else off. Take that out and put them into a new Wakanda where he is the king. That's the better way to do it.
Yeah.
They could do the Ultimates run with T'Challa, Blue Marvel, Photon, and America Chavez. Yes, exactly. That's cool. I don't want Adam Bashir unless I have T'Challa. I need the intergalactic empire of Wakanda.
That'd be cool too.
You know, so you could do a Blue Marvel. You got Photon. That's exactly. I mean, now you have all the pieces that you need.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be one of the strongest characters we would have had. And what if they messed it up? How would you feel?
Yeah, I know.
And so it'll be alternate T'Challa or some shit. But let him be the main T'Challa. Make us be the alternate people coming into his world. Then it works.
That'd be cool. I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah.
So we already know Battle World. Yeah. So take to all Wakanda that's not fucked up, not destroyed by name or that stuff. Then by everyone in the world. Let 616 go away. Let the entire 616 be in the stream. So you don't have to worry about it. Take all the characters out of that Dr. Doom, take them and put into this new world where Wakanda already exists and have T'Challa already exists there. So they have to get to know this new T'Challa in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Because there's only like 4 of them left. What's the point? Yeah. Is Blue Marvel stronger than Captain Marvel? Yes, because it's antimatter. Captain Marvel it controls matter itself. It creates power from that. He controls the antimatter. So there's more antimatter in the world than matter. Like antimatter is like all the stuff that holds the shit together. Like it holds the entire universe together. So controlling that's all the stuff in between all the molecules.
Yeah.
That's more powerful because no matter how much matter you have, antimatter can pull it apart.
Yeah. So he's super strong.
Yeah, so yes. Blue Marvel's basically OP Superman. Yes, exactly. He beats up Hyperion and Sentry. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That would be dope. Would be dope. Yeah. It's an anti-man. Exactly. Good idea. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not supporting TJ as the Panther. That's the one thing that'll get me out. That'll be the one thing that'll actually get me to walk away.
Yeah. Which is wild. I'm like, you can do so many things, and you're gonna do the one thing where like so many of the fan base is just like, don't do it. And if they I'm gonna check Kyle what you sent me.
Exactly. I would be pissed. And she but we never got the 616, so maybe go 616 and we could go from there. That's true, because technically this is not a 616, right? So
it depends who you ask, man.
6160, whatever it is. But destroy this. This is a world that could be destroyed, and you just pull the characters out of it. It makes a lot more sense. Instead of trying to pull from different multiverses, no, destroy this one. I think that works a lot better. And then you put him in a world, so instead of having the evil Captain America and the evil all that stuff come to our world, maybe we go to a world that this one's destroyed. You go to a world that Captain America is already evil. Iron Man is already evil. So you don't have to like bring them into this world. They're already evil in that world.
Yeah.
If it's a different universe, you can bring all the characters back. You can bring Angela Bassett back. You can bring everyone back if it's a different Wakanda. So everything you did, you can undo. Okay, the question is White Dwarf energy antimatter? Because if Carol goes by Nera, then it would be her power set. Yeah, see, but understand, because antimatter is the thing that holds the universe together, even though White Dwarf can be pulled apart using antimatter. That's a physics thing.
Oh, man. I saw the video. So I'm laughing at right now.
His words. So Kevin Feige said that this is 616.
That's what he said. I don't think. He's gonna backtrack on it. I feel like he's gonna backtrack on it because if this is the 616, you don't even have the mutants in it. So he's gonna backtrack on it.
Think so?
I think so. I think so. Yeah. And it's fine. I don't care.
Not from a black hole. It's not really. It's
what, antimatter?
Yes, it's kind of more complicated than just a black hole. Antimatter is everything. Yeah. It's everything out in the world that you don't see. Everything that's black out in space. It's antimatter.
Pretty much.
So it's not just a black hole sucking in. It's
somebody. It might be Neil deGrasse Tyson because I watch a lot of his shit.
Me too.
I think he had a good explanation of it. And it's stuff that, which is funny because like, oh man, I don't get too much, but even like Einstein had this thing for it. But he's like, it's a thing that doesn't exist, so he had to make up something. So like he backtracked on it, but then all these years later, it wound up being true because we find out it's true. Because it's something expanding the universe, and something only expands when something is there.
Something that's powerful that's actually doing it. So antimatter and that's dark energy, dark energy, antimatter are the opposite things that you don't see.
Yeah.
That holds it together and also causes the universe to expand.
Yeah.
So there's nothing in it that's matter that can really not be undone.
Yeah. I don't have the ability. But a white dwarf is a new star. Yeah, something like that. I forgot how it goes, but I know like the different color go through it. Go through the different.
I thought a white dwarf is like. So you have explosion. Your star explodes, right? And then the matter sucks into a small piece, and that is what a white dwarf. So it's like it's actually it's going through all the nuclear fuel, like it's exploded out. You have what's it called? Fuck is it? Or all the energy's being explored out, and then what comes back, sucks back in, and that's a white dwarf. That's the end of a star at the end.
It's the end of a star, yeah. Because I'm looking at it right now, it's a stellar remnant of the core of a star that used up its nuclear fuel.
Yeah.
So after it burned out, it's kind of like what Brian said. So yeah. Yeah. Now we're getting into all the sciencey stuff. I love like random like stuff like that. I love watching Neil deGrasse Tyson's like his podcast. It's so good, man. It's so him and I can't remember his co-host, but he's like a comedian actor guy, and everything they talk about. Yeah,
I like the Star Trek ones. So
all the Star Trek ones. Well, he had who do you have on recently? Morpheus. I'm gonna blink on his name. It's too damn late. But he had
Lawrence Fishburne
on there. And they told him, he goes, that The Matrix is his all-time favorite like movie. So, and then he did the Morpheus voice, which was awesome. Yeah. Nerds, exactly.
Nerds. But yeah, so after the star goes supernova and becomes, what's those things that you have the lights that come through, and it's basically everything going out. I'm blanking on the name, but yeah,
solar flare.
No, it's like imagine. Dude, I'm just
going like way off the track right now.
Either way it goes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh well, I like those things. Sorry.
Yeah. Same. That we roll.
And this is why me and Tank love Interstellar.
Oh man. Man. Part of me is like upset that we
revisit Interstellar one of these days.
Oh, it's so good, man.
It was just at the theaters. It was
the 10-year anniversary, and it made a decent amount of money, too. But the thing, it was playing in Indianapolis at the 70 millimeter screen they have, and part of me was like, man, I really want to go. I really want to go because I think that's the closest 70 millimeter IMAX we have by us.
Is that?
I think so.
They had the new one.
It's a big screen, but it's not a 70 millimeter.
The Music Box in Southport Avenue in Chicago.
Yeah, is that giant huge screen?
No, that's not it.
At least your tangents are interesting and engaging. I mean, they're interesting to us, so we like that weird stuff.
Yeah, like physics. It's funny because in physics that was my least favorite class, but I always thought it was the most interesting. I'm a chemistry person, but there's brown dwarfs, there's red dwarfs, there's all type of blue dwarfs. There's a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And on that, let's talk about Skeleton Crew.
Star Wars. Yeah, it would be quick, man, because it's gonna be about 1 a.m. So,
oh my god.
Yeah, let's do this really quick. All right, let's do it. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Stan Kareem. We're Brandon over here, Brian the Grizzly over there, and we're gonna talk about Skeleton Crew. We got the final episode, and it's the end of the season, possibly end of the show, maybe. But yeah, we're gonna get into kind of the little bit of the end of the show, and then the overall rating for the season. We'll start with Brandman. What you think about the final episode of Skeleton Crew?
I think it wrapped things up competently. Like we said before, this show was pretty much the Goonies, and kind of like a throwback to like not just the Goonies, but like Explorers, E.T., a lot of kind of 80s fantasy stuff, movies. So I thought the kid actors were really good. I thought their dynamic was really good. It had that really kind of like whimsical vibe to it. It kind of wrapped up the way I figured it would after last week's episode, with the parents getting involved, them kind of seeing what was going on. I thought it did decent enough in bringing in wrapping things up. I think that I don't really see there being a second season. I think this was kind of a one and done type story. I think it wrapped things up appropriately. I wasn't necessarily like mind blown by it. It was more of what I've come to expect from the show as a whole. Yeah. When it ended, I was like, they did their job.
Yeah. Okay. What were you, Brian? What some things you liked about it?
What's things like? They wrapped up stuff.
Think about
kids. The kids were. I like what happened with all the kids. The endings for the kids. That I'm gonna keep it with that. The kids ending made sense, and the way they changed made sense. I'm not going to say the rest of the show.
All the good stuff. Yeah, I mean, for me, I it was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed all the kids, especially by the end. At the beginning, maybe not so much. By the end, I enjoyed them all, and I enjoyed them as a group. Was really cool. And it was ultimately just a fun story of of these like Brandman said, these Goonie kids in space. So I thought it looked okay too. For having some issues with Star Wars lately, with stuff looking cheap because of they use the volume a little too much. I thought this looked good. Overall, I didn't see anything too glaring. Where like that doesn't fit. Like at least CGI wise. But yeah, but definitely love the characters. Love Neo. I love Neo. I know somebody else said they didn't really care for him. I love Neo.
Favorite.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Give me KB all day.
KB was awesome too. KB was super, super cool. But
she's smart. She knew her thing. She didn't care. She was able to do all the excellent things. I mean, she grew. Neo.
Yeah. By the end, that last episode, he got some courage.
A little bit. He was annoying as hell the entire time for me. So I'm a KB fan. So that's just
cute. But yeah. So those are our goods for this episode. Any issues you had with it, Brandman?
I think the end was a little more abrupt than what I expected. But then I kind of thought back to the vibe that John Watson, I think Christopher Ford was his last name, were kind of going for, that 80s throwback vibe where it just kind of it ends and that's it. No like prologue, no epilogue or anything like that. So I kind of get what they were going for, but at the same time, I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that was my biggest thing with the way that it wrapped up. But other than that, like I said, I thought it did decent enough. Yeah, the way that it ended, a couple loose ends that I was kind of wondering about.
Yeah.
You could tell the people behind the camera were kind of like, okay, that's enough. We're done. Let's just end this.
Like, we're going home. We're going home now. We're going home. Yeah. Okay. What are you, Brian? Or maybe, you know what? Let me go first because let me go first. Because I'm kind of like right there with Brand Man. It was a very quick ending that felt very abrupt. With it, I kind of want a little bit more backstory with things, like how things happen after. What happens with the Empire. Not the Empire, but the New Republic kind of coming in, and what happens with all this money. What happens with Jod. It was like a lot of questions, but stuff like that was my main issue with this episode. Was just like, and what else? And then like, and that's it.
Right.
So that's my biggest issue with this episode. All right, now you, Brian, because I know you got a lot
this
more
was
than
a terrible finale. It was awful.
Really terrible.
The concept was stupid. So a place that has all is controlled totally by droids is just defeated by one lightsaber in the right place. What's true? Freaking are we talking about? That's ludicrous. It's stupid. It's unbelievably stupid. It's literally like the writer and director said, you know what? That's a lot of stuff to kind of wrap up. Let's just figure this shit out. we're going to stab. He stabbed it. Everything goes out. The planet is doomed. We're good. There's no safety on this giant gun. Let's let Neil go ahead and figure this out. He can just go and jump in there and do that. It's ludicrous. Like, it just doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah. It's not a good ending. And I was really getting on a roll where I was enjoying the journey. But then you didn't even try to wrap it up. Like you had all these things that are opening up, and I'm feeling like this storyline is going well. What are they going to do with John? Like all this stuff was happening. Their development was really good, dude. That was not a good finale. Everyone's just letting it go because it's kids. That was not well written. It was like, and they had some really well written stories. I mean, in storyline, in episodes. That was not one of them. I'm sitting there thinking, like, the entire time, like, what? This is what you guys went with? This is what we're happening? Really? I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And then, not to mention the problems at the end. So now this planet is out there. The remnants there's no remnants problems of anything there. Everyone knew exactly how to get there. There's so many other issues I have with it, but just the concept, just the simple concept of how they decided to end it was bad. They could have done so much more. And I think I'm more disappointed because I think that I would have enjoyed it more if they would have stuck the landing. And I don't think they stuck the landing. I think people are giving it a free pass, but I guess people aren't giving it a free pass because most people don't even know it because they're not watching it.
Yeah, that's a bigger issue.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the way that it ended, like it felt like it was doing this build up with the big chase and then the climatic fight and the big confrontation and then Wim, what are you looking at? Wim, what are you looking at? Wim, come away from there. Oh, cut to black. It's like,
one lightsaber destroyed all their technology that was controlling it for all these years.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's why, like, for me, I was like, oh, when he did it, I'm like, oh, but there's gonna be like Wizard of Oz, right? Like, there's the actual person, controlling the robot is gonna come up, and we got none of that, and I felt like let down a lot with why didn't they show the captain, the old captain, why was he blurred out? Because it was like they teased you with like, oh, he might be something later, but like there was a lot of things that didn't pay off. Yeah. And then ultimately too, like, hey, these 4 kids just ruined everyone's life on this planet.
Yep.
Everyone's life. That was my thing too, is like, you were little cogs in the little machine, but I'm like, but now you got to deal with the New Republic coming in, gonna take all that damn money because you ain't keeping that shit, and now everyone who was living this nice life, you're all broke, like
all because Wim couldn't stop pushing buttons.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my thing. Like, these kids.
It's the way that they got his attention away from things that allowed Wim's dad to be able to do this stuff was stupid. Like, there's so many things, like, it was just terrible. So I'm looking at it like you finally got me over to the point like, okay, I'm enjoying this thing, and then that finale, really, I'm just not with it, man. I'm not.
Yeah. It was very lackluster for me. I didn't hate it as much as like everyone else did, but there was a lot of issues with it, and I'm probably overlooking a lot of it, like Brian said, because I enjoyed the rest of the show. So like the stupidity of like you said, that story of that distraction, I was like John should know. Like, he's like, no, you guys are dumbass kids. Like I know what you're trying to do, but
they could use the robot. They could have used a lot of different things, and they just didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the captain. I mean, they could have figured it out. There's better storylines with just me and you spitballing. That's what you went with. Come on, man.
I still feel like the captain should have been in charge of it somehow. Like,
how did it come? How was it crashed on the planet? Where did it go? Where did he go? If you can't get off planet, there's too many questions that you could have answered and chose not to.
Yeah. So, but yeah, with that being down, let's just jump into our rating for the entire season. We haven't got a confirmation of a season 2 yet. And like Brandman said, this kind of finishes it. Like, we don't need a second season, really. And I'm cool if we don't get a second season. Like, this was fun enough. Leave it alone.
The only reason I'd want a season 2 is because I want to see some consequences.
Yeah, right. Put these kids in jail. Brian, calm down. Yeah. But here, let's jump into our ratings. So, Now, Later, Never. So this is for the entire season 1 of Skeleton Crew. Now means you got to binge it right now, watch it all together. Later means whenever you got time, no big deal. And Never means just skip it all together. We'll start off with Brandon over here. Brandon, what you think about Skeleton Crew? What you giving it?
This is a later. It's fine. It's fun, especially if you grew up with things kind of like in the same vein or of like kind of 80s or early 90s throwback kid adventures. It's a fun enough watch. It just doesn't really bring anything to the table in terms of the greater universe. I think it's fine as a time waster, even though I think the way that it wrapped up kind of fell flat. But other than that, the kid actors are pretty solid. Jude Law is pretty good in pretty much anything he shows up in. I thought the show was decent, but there's better stuff that you could watch too. So I'll give it a later.
Okay. What were you, Brian?
I'm going to barely give it a later.
Mm-hmm.
And it all comes from the season finale, honestly.
Yeah.
I think the season itself was fun enough. It doesn't add anything to Star Wars. It doesn't really, add anything to the lore or world building or anything like that. It really didn't do any of that. So I hoped for just a good story and a good finish.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't really deliver on that. It was a good thought. They had all the elements of having something really good there, and then they just flushed it down the toilet. So, I'm not going to put a never, because it's not never. It's just that, once again, when you do a poor finale, I think it really affects the show a lot more. Because I'm more on the like, if it would have been a great finale, I would almost say, man, you gotta watch this.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's that bad and I have all those problems, just because they're kids in it doesn't mean the plot needs to be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't insult my intelligence, and that's an issue. So I'm gonna just barely give it a later. On a verge of like, man, you probably don't ever need to watch this, but I'm gonna give it a later because I feel like I want people to give it a chance. Just know that the finale is not good.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like, I was ready to give this a now. Like, I was like, I had a lot of fun, and then the finale happened, and I was like, ugh, like, it like you said, Brian, like, a finale affects the whole show, and it's like that's the last thing I remember. That's the last thing they show us, and it wasn't good. It just was just so lackluster, so rushed, so sudden, and but I mean, for that, I'll still give it a later, because it was pretty good, for what, the 9 episodes I think it had, or 8 episodes or whatever it was. There's only really that finale and then like one other episode in the season that was kind of like but otherwise it was pretty fun. But for the most part, it just like it adds 0 to the Star Wars universe. 0. But it's fine. It's just right now is not the time to do something like this. when Star Wars is struggling.
Life support.
Yeah, you're on life support, and you're just like, what would be good? A show about nothing. It's a fun show, but it's about nothing. So it's like,
but cool. Even then, if it stuck the landing, I can accept it.
Yeah. It just, the ending was very, very disappointing for otherwise fairly entertaining show. But for that, definitely a later. But going to some of your guys' comments real quick before we end it, because I know all you guys have some comments on it. Bigger for Entertainment says Skeleton Crew was okay, but it didn't feel like Star Wars. And said some other stuff, but we focus on that first part. Ms. Honey said, I was utterly disappointed by Skeleton Crew finale. Overall, it was good. So kind of how we're feeling it. Said that was something else. Something else. Yeah. Yeah. So there, and then some of the newer ones, Oh no, I think that was about it. Because other people are like not even watching it yet. So, and then that's the bigger issue is the show did very, very bad with ratings. And it could be a bunch of different reasons. Was it because it was a kiddie friendly show because their kids are the main actors, or is it because we got Obi-Wan and got burned, because we got the Acolyte and got burned? It's like you're losing people, you're hemorrhaging fans at this point.
You're bleeding out.
Yeah, like this might be your fan base at this point is the people that watch this show. And I don't know, man. It's scary to see what Star Wars is doing right now.
It's becoming. I need Filoni to grow some balls and say, no, this is not good.
Move away from the Clone Wars and do it. But before we finish with that, I'm gonna go to Rotten Tomatoes. The Rotten Tomatoes are.
Well, let me guess.
Okay, so I don't have the number for.
This is my answer. I'm gonna say the percentage is too low because not enough people actually watched it to give you an actual percentage for what's going on Rotten Tomatoes.
But what do you think? So I don't have a number of how many people. Or there we go, 134 critic reviews.
I'm gonna say it gives it 65. 60.
Okay, what are you, Brandman? Any thought?
78.
Okay, so the critics gave it a 91.
Critics,
really? 134 gave it a 91. This is for the entire season.
I mean, the season was good. It was fine. It's just but finale affects everything, right?
Yeah,
if you,
I mean, that's
a short story and they ended it in with ... you're gonna give it an F, right?
Wait, what? Yeah. And then the popcorn meter, which is the audience, 1,000+ rating. What do you guys think this one is? Also, it's not verified because it's a TV show. So
I still think it would be higher. I thought that it would be higher than so I'm gonna actually go 78.
Okay. What do you think, Brandman?
86.
Okay. It was 80. So
okay.
It's not too bad. You know, I might be a little bit lower than that. I'll probably be more of a 75%.
Yeah.
Maybe around there. 91's crazy. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't watch the finale then. But if before I watched the finale, if you would ask me what grade I would have given it, if you give me a grade level, I would have said an A-.
Yeah.
You know, if that's to be honest. But after the finale, I'm like, it's a C.
Yeah. I mean, literally, the finale went from a now to later for me. Like, it was up there where I'm like, oh, you need to watch this now. It's a fun, good story. And then the ending happened, and I was like, But like Kyle said, to be fair, most finales leave people unsatisfied, which is true.
Yeah, but just have a good reason to do stuff. Like, I don't need you to tell me to wrap up all the streams that you had. I just need you to have, hey, this is how they're defeated. It makes sense. This is what the entire town came together and made a decision, and this made sense. Like the adults protected the kids, and it made sense. Like something like that. They were making a plan, and they did this, and it made sense. I don't think anything. I mean, part of it made sense.
Yeah, I don't know if it didn't make sense, or I don't know if it made sense or not. It was just more. I felt it was lazy. Things were just rushed. So
they didn't want to figure out something that's a complex way of doing things.
Yeah,
well, it's too complex. Let's just say, and then somehow the emperor returned.
Pretty much. So, leave them kids alone. But those are our thoughts for Skeleton Crew, with the finale and the season overall. But we want to hear from you guys. We got some people in our live chat letting us know what they thought. And if you want to be part of our live chat, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Come join us every Monday and Thursday when we do our movie reviews, TV show reviews, trailer reactions, and all that fun nerdy stuff.
We made USAA for homeowners who like being.
Why does it do that?
Missed the intro. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us. If you are in the live chat, stick around because we're gonna get into the rest of your comments right now.
This program.
All the buttons.
Sorry. I know, right?
Can you hear this right now? Can you hear this?
Ready. That's why we have safety tips for things like fires, home security, and USAA insurance.
I don't know why.
I think you gotta. You got some wires crossing there, and we got Maria. What's up, Maria? Skeleton Crew is dope. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I think the ending just kind of fell on its face for me.
Yep. That's my issue.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that's also a big issue that we have whenever Disney gives us like 9 episodes, 8 episodes. Like, flesh it out in like 18 episodes, 21 episodes. Like, why I don't get why we're so cheap ass with the episodes.
If you're going to give me that little episodes, why don't you just give me hour-long one?
Or now, yeah, hour-long one. You know, because if you did that, what 8? How many was 8 episodes, right?
It was 8. Yeah.
You know, 8 episodes, hour long. That's like what 16 30-minute episodes. Like, I'm cool with that too. You know, if you want to do just an hour-long episode and give us 8 or 9 episodes, cool. You know, but
tell me, can you hear this one too?
No.
Hey, figured it out.
Nice. Damn, through that got
Walmart Burger King.
I wish, man, please.
Whopper.
I've been watching the Star Wars movies or shows except 30 minutes of the first Star Wars movie. Man, the originals are amazing. They're so good.
Yeah, the ending
fell harder than Jordan. Laughed all the way down. Star Wars is a good franchise overall, but I think the fanboys are crazy AF. Yeah, the fan base is wild.
But when you have bad content, that's just bad content.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the fanboys are crazy. Like, you shouldn't go after an actor, you know, because they portrayed a role a certain way. That's not their fault. You know, like you know, Kelly Marie Tran, like getting all that hate. Like,
yes,
they accepted a job.
Yeah.
You
know, they're saying the things that they're told to say. You know,
don't get me wrong. I do believe that they win awards, you know, and you can tell them if they did a good job or a bad job. But and I can rank them and say, you know, the character that wasn't good, but I'm not going to berate the actor. The director is the one that says something. The director is the one that says, "Hey, this is not good," or that I was excellent.
Yeah. So I mean, it also, like, you get mad at one actor for being a certain way, but yet, like, you go after Mark Hamill then, you know, for throwing the lightsaber over his shoulder. You know, it's like, it's not his fault. You know, it's like he didn't choose to do that. He told him it was stupid. You know, so yeah, but the fan for Star Wars are wild, you know, at times, you know, for sure. You know, but the franchise it's not in a good spot. It's definitely not in a good spot. But it's not like unsavable, you know. But they got to do some stuff. Should George Miller film Thor 5 or World War Hulk?
World War Hulk.
Thor.
Give me World War Hulk. Hulk. And the reason is because it's Thor 5. You literally just said Thor 5.
Yeah.
So no matter what you do, all the rest of those 4 are going to follow you. World War Hulk, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, and it's one of the craziest storylines ever. And you don't have to worry about the stitch of someone else. Someone else's fuck up. Like, literally, you're on your own. So I think World War Hulk is smarter for George Miller to do.
Yeah, I agree. Thor 5 kind of, I guess what I was gonna say, it kind of almost writes itself. You know, you can put little things in with who the bad guy is and stuff like that, but like, it's gonna be him dealing with his adopted daughter, who's also an entity.
Well, also you have, you know, what's his name? The god Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules is going after him. He's hunting him down. You know, so yeah, so that's why Thor 5 kind of writes itself. You just kind of lead it to where it needs to go at that point. World War Hulk, yeah, you could do a lot of fun stuff with it.
A lot of
kind of want to see someone take over from some of the damage that Waititi did to Thor. He turned Thor into a goober.
Oh yeah.
And but at the same time, I do like World War Hulk just because they haven't done enough with the Hulk.
And it's the storyline is so cool.
Mhm.
World War Hulk. They kill his kid. They kill like his family, his whole entire. And he goes. It's the Illuminati that does it, and then he goes fucking ape shit. And like you can't stop him. And his only thing is to kill the rest of those Avengers, like to come and kill the Illuminati. So like he destroys everything. It is a great story. So like if I'm going anything, I'm gonna go with that because I don't have anything else that's a connecting tissue. I could do whatever the freak I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Thor 5, you have to deal with all the Thor 4 stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kyle said episodes rank. Oh man, we've done this so many times. Empire, Revenge, Sith, Return of the Jedi, top 3. Actually got Force Awakens at number 4. Force Awakens was actually, I thought, a great way to start a new franchise. And it was because of the fanboys, like, oh, it's just copy and paste. I was like, so what? It's copy and paste the thing we love the most. What the fuck are you complaining about? It's so annoying. It was so annoying.
To fix what you already fucked up. So let's just do that. It makes way more sense. I think Force Awakens, that's why it had such a big opening, because people didn't hate it, but now people that get to talk about it, that's when those toxic people are talking, are there.
Yeah. Well, now you got all these people coming back. They're like, oh, I actually like Force Awakens. I was like, yeah. After you bitched about it, like, oh, just a copy and paste. I was like
copy and paste.
That so many people were like, it's just the same thing as A New Hope. Oh, it's the same story, which it is to us in a sense, but like it's different enough where it's going to lead to different things. You know what I mean? Which was fine. And it's just history repeating itself, which is
what
real.
History does.
Yeah. It's like the grandchild wants to be, following the footsteps, and then it's misguided footsteps because you only get part of the history. It was such a good story, man. It's such a good story. And you had really interesting characters. You could have done something with Poe, so
Poe, give me Finn. You could have just
Finn. I mean Finn. That's who I meant.
Yeah.
And Poe. I mean, Poe was really kind of pushed aside too. And Finn. You had these really cool characters you could have do some cool stuff with.
Yeah.
But Maria saying very excited about the Knights of the Old Republic movie. If that's what they're doing, that's the rumor.
But that would be amazing if they do it right.
That? Is it George Miller? No, who's doing the new Star Wars movie? I'm drawing a brain.
Isn't it James Mangold?
Yes. Yes. And the rumor is supposed to be Knights of the Old Republic, which I'm cool with.
That's right.
I like the director, like the era. You can have a lot of fun with it.
And you're not held to being a Skywalker thing.
Yeah. The Star Wars fans, wrestling fanboys, yeah. Darth Maul movie, do it. I mean, Darth Maul already has. If you just take all the bits from the cartoons and mush it together, like he has a really cool story after
Clone Wars
dies.
And that's what Obi-Wan. When Obi-Wan does that move on him, that's so good. And it's so well thought out. It's so well thought out. And he does, oh man, the Qui-Gon Jinn, and then like, oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah. I love hearing them talk about it. The guy who voiced Darth Maul, I'm drawing a blank on his name. He was Star Killer. He voiced Darth Maul. Hearing him talk about it, hearing Dave Filoni talk about it, and it was so well done.
For such a quick scene,
quick thing,
it was thought out. I'm like, oh,
yeah. It's a long story, but some Star Wars fanboys turned me off the franchise completely. I know, I understand. I completely understand. My sister's the same way. My sister's like, I don't want to hear the fanboys bitch and moan, so I don't even bother anymore. So I get it.
I hear you. I understand. Honestly,
I get it. Sorry if my cat is. They're going to make that kid Thor girl, right? I hope not.
I mean, if you go through Chill's chart,
yeah, I know, right? Click all the boxes. I mean, yeah. I hope not. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know, because she's so much more powerful than Thor. Once she realizes, she's an entity.
Make her.
one.
Like fight the tribunal. Make her so powerful that she has to become a Beyonder.
Yeah. Ooh.
That would be a cool line. Cool storyline.
Yeah. That kid is Chris Hemsworth's actual daughter. The kid was Taika's daughter.
Taika's. Yeah.
It was Taika Waititi's daughter.
Oh, that was his daughter. Why did I think it was Chris Hemsworth's?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Taika's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can hear the New Zealand accent in her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, look it up. Let me know.
No, so love the character from Marvel Thor. She's daughter of Gorgard Butcher, Galactic Killer, who wants to destroy all gods. India Rose Hemsworth, the daughter of Chris Hemsworth, plays Love in the film.
Oh, really? I always thought it was.
No, because Taika's kind of dark, so I don't know. She was very white, so
yeah.
But New Zealand and Australian.
I mean, yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
I always thought it was Taika's, but there you go. I was wrong.
That's cool.
Yeah. They do that a lot though. They use their own kids, like
why? Because I gotta pay them. I gotta pay you.
I mean that too.
Free labor.
Angelina used her daughter when she did a Disney movie.
Maleficent. Yeah.
Them she will raise the Jedi savior. Yep. I know everyone hates that last Thor movie, but I do not. I like all of the Thor movies. Okay, yeah. I mean, if you like it,
I've turned on to like Dark World and the first Thor. I mean, there's some problems with it, but I've been turned on back on to those.
Yeah,
Love and Thunder. I was expecting more. Taika went to Taika.
Yeah, I was fine with Dark World. Obviously, Ragnarok is the best of the bunch. Even when it comes to Love and Thunder, I think hate is a strong word. I don't even hate it. It just if Waititi kind of reeled it back in and kind of brought more of the vibe that he had with Ragnarok, where there was definitely comedy, but like there were serious moments too. Like I thought, like I've said in the past,
Thor a joke. Thor is the one probably the most powerful of all the Avengers, and he's a god, and you made him a joke.
They made him a goober.
Yeah, I think in the previous Ragnarok, he was cracking jokes, which is
in
fine.
Ragnarok. Yeah, he was.
But then you made him a joke. Which is an issue.
Mm-hmm. They just made him a big oaf.
Yeah.
And I think Thor deserved a lot better. Actually, just the movie and the potential that they could have went with the movie just deserved more. Waititi came back, kind of he had restored integrity to the Thor franchise. We had Christian Bale.
I said that's what you had. Christian Bale as Gore the God picture.
Yeah, like the first 5 minutes of it were awesome. Like if Waititi ran with that tone, with some here and there humor, I think that it could have been awesome.
Yeah.
But he wanted to give us screaming goats.
Which I love, but it was done a little too much in the story.
I thought it was funny the first time I saw it. The first time it did kind of it did give me a good laugh. But after that I was kind of like, seriously?
When you realized that was the entire storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right. I'm gonna do these last two questions and then we're gonna call it a night because it's already super late. So Maria had a couple good questions I wanted to bring up. She said, should they recast Han, Luke, and Leia?
You go first. I'll tell you.
I say yes if they have a good story. If it's just to do it just to start a new trilogy and then they don't know what's going on, I don't want it. But if they have a good trilogy planned out, written out, and it involves like a younger version of them, I'm cool with it. Like a younger, version of those three. I don't know. I'm not saying come up with the story. I'm just saying if they have a good story, and it could be, it could be that time when Luke is training Leia, and Leia and Han are having a kid, so you can do stuff, but it needs to be worth it to even. And it's not because like these characters aren't untouchable. It's just don't mess up whatever story we have from them, by giving us a bad story, That's my biggest issue. But I don't mind them being recasted but that's me.
For what? That's what
exactly.
For what? We already know everything to do with Han and Luke and Leia. We really know most of everything that's going on with them. So if you're gonna recast for in betweenquel, which you're gonna be older already, I don't see the point of doing it. We already know what
the point of the movie, right?
Because we know because the movies they told us what happened. So we already know what happened at the beginning of their lives, right? We already know what's happening in the middle of their lives, and at the end of their life, you're not going to recast, Han at 60 because he's 80 now. Why? Just go away from that storyline. Do something else. You can do the same thing with some different characters.
Yeah. Any opinion, Brandman?
When it comes to recasting?
Yeah, we're at least recasting these three.
Luke and Leia.
No, I don't really see the point in a recast.
Yeah.
I think that those characters are kind of one and done in terms of the actors who are cast to play them, especially in live action. Just leave it.
We have a Han recast, right?
Yeah, you already did.
Yeah,
we already have that. Yeah.
And we all saw, how that underperformed.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not sure I'd want to see any recast.
Yeah. Okay. Then
tell more to the story.
Yeah. Well, one last question, then this is it. We're going to bed. Who will make more money this summer, Superman or Fantastic Four?
That's a good question.
That is a really good question. Part of me wants to say Superman just because I wanted to do well, but
I think it's gonna be Fantastic Four.
But I think it would be Fantastic Four just because people have been waiting for it longer. MCU's been around longer.
They trust it. You have a fan base that
you have a solid fan base, and I don't care how many people are like over Marvel, they're always going to give Marvel another shot, especially if the movie is good. If it's well received,
no matter what
those people are like, I'm over it, are going to go back and watch it.
It's also very fun, so a lot of kids might be more willing to go see Fantastic Four.
Yeah. But
it's kind of a tough call.
Yeah, but I want Superman to do better. I really do, because I want to see the DCU really pop off. But with that said, I don't think either of them are breaking $1 billion or even coming too close to $1 billion.
No, Fantastic Four, I think gets 800 million.
8. Yeah,
I think Superman gets somewhere like 6.
Yeah, I can see that. But all right, cool. Yeah, thank you, Maria, for coming in. I think it's your first time here on the channel, so we appreciate you coming in and asking some good questions. But it is super late for us. Super late for us. That's what happens when we get off track for most of the show. But we have fun. But yeah, we'll be back on
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with our Silo watch party. So if you're into that, come check us out. If you're not, come and still watch a great episode and hang out with us. Saturday, we're gonna be talking about Severance and Silo. So that's for Saturday. And then Monday we're coming back and probably doing a movie review.
Yep.
If
we have a time.
Yeah, I know, right? There's a few movies coming out, and Mayfair Witches. We're gonna keep up with that. See if that gets better.
We'll watch it so you don't have to.
Yeah, pretty much. But cool. Let's Kyle, how dare you say that with Superman? He's gonna beat them all. But cool. Yeah, appreciate it. Mama Bear, happy birthday again. We appreciate you.
Happy birthday.
Yes. We will see you guys tomorrow. But cool.
See you 20 hours, guys.
See you guys.
Later today. Later.